it that none of the others could match, and it's seen them through to victory in the end.
The Lionesses are then set for an open-top bus parade celebration in central London tomorrow, followed by a ceremony outside Buckingham Palace. One player who was considered a real pillar of strength for the squad was Hannah Hampton. As well as saving 2 pens, she was actually born with an eye condition, which means she has no depth perception, and she was told she could never play professional sport. Hampton told talkSPORT what this win means to the squad.
It doesn't matter what gets thrown at us, we'll come out on top, and yeah, today being able to lift that trophy is, I don't know, it's a real reward for all the determination, hard work and just the grit that we've shown throughout this tournament to keep ourselves going when everything's been thrown against us.
Meanwhile, Lucy Bronze revealed after the game that she actually played the entire tournament with a fractured tibia. Just as well, her government middle name is Tough. Yep, Lucy Tough Bronze. Serena Wiegmann had nothing but praise for her resilience.
Of course, we try to manage that. But when you play on the 20 minutes, you're not managing it, aren't you? Are you? So, no, yeah, she, I told you, Lucy Bronze is just, her mentality is like, I think the whole team has an incredible mentality, but she has a crazy mentality. It's unbelievable.
And Luke Littler becomes the youngest ever Triple Crown winner after taking the World Match Play title. The teen sensation outgunned James Wade 18-13. He also shattered more records with 64 180s, the most ever in the tournament. For more on these stories, head to talksport.com.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive with me, Andy Goldstein, fresh from his holiday, and the legend that is Gabby Agbonlahor. Hi, Gabby.
What sort of name is that? Bongi?
It's a good question. How are you, son?
Good afternoon, Andy. How are you?
How lovely to see you.
You look very well, mate. Tanned.
Yeah?
Look even younger. Keep it going, mate.
I don't think it's possible to look younger. Okay. But, Gigo, we've got a show for you this afternoon. They've done it again. The Lionesses are back-to-back European champions. Is it time to build that Serena Wiegmann statue outside Wembley? And off the back of that, we're discussing superstar Chloe Kelly, and we're asking what the greatest 10 sporting seconds are in history. We'll also be joined by Lionesses 2022 hero, Bethany England, and we'll look back on a dramatic win for the British and Irish Lions with Jim Hallway Hamilton as they clinch the series down under. On top of that, we'll be asking Nottingham Forest fans if they owe Morgan Gibbs White an apology, and we'll take a look at Arsenal's newest wonder kid. He looks a bit special. This is Drive, this is talkSPORT. You can get involved. Pick up the phone 03717 223344.
180.
How are you, Gab?
I'm very well, mate. Very happy this afternoon, mate.
It's lovely to see you.
You too, pal.
What do you think of the sunglasses indoors? I thought I'd try them at the top of the show. You know, sometimes you look for a new look.
Yeah, I think they suit you, mate.
Quite rock and roll, isn't it?
But you can get away with them not being sunglasses as well.
Yeah, because they're like a little blue tint.
Exactly.
I quite like them.
Did you wear them on holiday?
Yes, I did, yeah. Although the problem is when you come out and the sun is burning your eyes out, you go, well, these aren't working. You start your face up squinting and it comes in.
You're still on the mark side, do you?
Don't the marks.
Tan lines.
But I had a lovely time. Very hot where I was.
Where'd you go?
I went to Crete.
Oh, lovely.
They had a heat wave there. It was like 36, 37.
Yes.
It was very hot.
Where? What part of Crete?
I don't know, Gab.
You don't know what part?
No. About an hour and a half from the airport.
Okay.
It's very, what's that rattling noise? We need a new studio.
It's falling apart, isn't it?
It's very nice though. It's very hot, and a couple of times I had to get off my sunbed and take a dip in my private pool.
Private pool?
Just to cool down a bit. Or get someone to do it for me. Come on. What is that rattling?
You had a private pool?
A couple of them. One for each foot.
You're joking.
No, of course. Yeah.
Wow, mate. Let's go for a new deal.
Is that not... I see things have been fixed while I've been away. That's nice, isn't it? But no, I had a good time. It's nice to
Good,
be back.
mate. You need it, don't you? Refresh, come back, energised.
Do you know what? I love being away on holiday, right? As everyone does. I'm very lucky. Of course, not everyone can afford to go away. I totally get that.
Of course.
Do you know one of my favourite parts of any holidays?
Coming home.
No. Why would it be that?
You like me home?
The 6 till 7:30, I'm going to get ready.
Oh, before your dinner.
Because I have a shower. The kids are in another room. They're getting ready. Wife's in the shower. I'm out on the
How many rooms has this place got?
I had about 30. I didn't explore all of them. I did a couple of them, right? Wife's in the shower. I'm sat on the bed in my pants. iPad.
Your pants?
Right?
Okay.
iPad. Going through emails, looking at the newspaper.
Okay.
Seeing how well my 21 Minutes to Go podcast is doing. That's out now. But episode 3 come out today. But just sitting there and just going...
A bit of you time.
A bit of me time.
Exactly.
It's really nice, isn't it?
I feel, yeah. It can get quite hectic, can't it, holidays?
Sometimes I've got to put the lotion on again.
Yeah.
Do you want some more free food? Oh,
Yeah.
just eating.
Dad, I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll get it for you.
Yeah.
I feel, mate, life's tough for you. And
But listen, I'm back.
back at work.
Yeah, I mean, I heard some of the shows while I was away. Woo, they were bad.
Did you have a listen?
I didn't, if I'm being honest.
But you said
I saw some of the
6:30.
names. I saw some of the names that are presenting. I thought, if I'm not listening to that, I don't know who is. But it's good. It's nice to be back.
We've missed you, mate.
Well, this studio hasn't. Oh dear. When we up there Wednesday?
Next week, isn't it?
Oh dear.
This week or next week?
I think so. This was literally. You know when you shut the door and everything.
You know, it does.
What is that? Is it this mic?
It really does feel like a bunker now, though.
Is that better? No. We'll change that in the next piece of audio. It really, God, I don't know what's going on. Let's start with the Lionesses. They are queens of Europe yet again. So is it time to build Serena Wiegmann a statue outside Wembley Stadium?
What skip jump? Oh my goodness! What a penalty kick! You better believe it! Football is coming home again!
How they've done it, I don't know, but we have done it. These Lionesses are superheroes, superstars.
It's obviously built a culture in the England camp where players, you know, they're fighting, their backs against the wall. Tournament football isn't pretty, but it's about that fight.
These legendary Lionesses are the winners of Euro 2025. And once again, Chloe Kelly is the hero.
Yes, England's women have retained the Euros following a penalty shootout win against Spain. It was live on talkSPORT last night. They have, for most of the tournament, England had to come from behind to force extra time and then penalties. In fact, the Lionesses have won the Euros despite leading for just 4 minutes and 52 seconds across the entire knockout stage. That's nuts, isn't it?
It's all about who wins in the end.
What was that?
What?
What's that noise?
It's coming from back there.
What's that noise going on with the studio? Dear, oh dear. The manager, Serena Wiegmann, spoke to talkSPORT after the game. She discussed her pride after securing back-to-back Euro titles.
I actually still can't believe it that we did it again, and I'm happy. I think it still has to sink in. I'm really, really proud of the team and the staff, how we have done this together and how much work we have put in this. And yes, that you can just see that on the pitch. Where necessary, we'll fight. I think moments of the game we played really well. You know, they're very good on the ball, so of course they're going to challenge us in defense. But how we got through and then winning it with penalties, with Chloe the last one, it's an unbelievable scenario.
I have to say that I was listening to live commentary on talkSPORT on my drive home. I had a friend's birthday miles away. And so I had to drive home while the game was on. I have to say, I thought Joe Shannon and Adrian Durham were utterly
unbelievable,
fantastic.
aren't they?
And I don't have to say that, because if I
Of
didn't
course.
think it, I just would move on.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to give it a little
They're
mention.
the best around, mate.
I thought Joe's commentary was fantastic. We know Aid's the best in the business. It
The
was
goat.
great.
The goat.
Listen, let's talk about the back-to-back Euro titles for England. 3 in a row now as well for Serena Wiegmann after, of course, she won the Euros with the Netherlands. How much credit does she deserve for what she's done with this squad?
I think we look at pre-tournament, there was I think the 3 players that pulled out quite late, and some of the players that have come.
You know what it is? It's your hands.
Is
on
it my
the
hand knocking it? Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, well,
No, it's
yeah.
not. It's something-
What is it? To lose players so close to the tournament starting, though, I thought the squad of players that she even brought in young players as well. You know, Michelle Agbonlahor, who had she got young player of the tournament. I thought she was fantastic when she was on the pitch as well. And even the way she used her subs at times, we were getting frustrated watching. I know Adrian Durham was, and Courtney, Sweet McGurk. Everyone was getting frustrated at why you're not bringing them on sooner, but it worked. She brought them on at the time she thought was right, and a lot of the credit has to go to her to get it over the line against a very good Spain side, mate.
A lot of people were questioning Serena Wiegmann's selections. I mean, I thought we're lucky to be, from what I was listening to, we're lucky to be just 1-0 down at half-time.
Yes.
And also many thought that Lauren James shouldn't have started, of course, with the injury problems that she'd had. But ultimately, Serena Wiegmann has been justified in all her decisions she's made, right?
100%.
Because we won it.
100%. And you look at goalkeeper-wise, she made the decision that Hannah Hampton would be our number one.
Yeah.
And look at the tournament that she had. Grew into the tournament, and those penalty saves over the course of the tournament, she's been outstanding goalkeeper. I just think bringing on Chloe Kelly yesterday, when the injury to Lauren James, she could have maybe went a bit more defensive, but no, Chloe Kelly, on you come. And I thought she made a big difference, getting the assist as well for Alicia Russo. She's done that so many times, you know, cutting back on her right foot, crossing the ball in right onto Russo's head. Yeah, I think a lot of credit goes to the manager and the players, because Spain, at times yesterday, first half, mate, I was like...
Yeah, even for the whole tournament, they look great.
Mate, I've been there. When I played against Spain for England, they had the proper Spain team. Iniesta, Xavi, David Villa, Piqué, Ramos. We just got popped all over. And that's what happened in the first half.
Yeah.
England couldn't get near anyone. And to change the second half, we were the better team second half. And then to get into penalties... They got it over the line.
How should we honour Sarina Wiegman? She really does have to be honoured, right? So with Gareth Southgate, he lost, he didn't win, and we knighted him.
I didn't agree with that.
Okay. Sarina Wiegman, do we put a statue outside?
100%.
I mean, it's not just back-to-back with England, it's three on the bounce, right?
But we reward failure in this country with Gareth Southgate, so I think she definitely deserves a statue and a lot more credit than she gets. Let's not just forget it tomorrow.
Why do you think she's not getting credit?
I don't know.
Maybe because she's not getting credit?
Maybe because she's not... If she was English, would she be getting more credit? I mean, Adrian Durham had said early on last week that she reckons she should have got a chance of getting a men's England job. And people will say that's crazy talk, but if you look at what she's done, been outstanding 3 in a row. She finds a way to win tournaments.
I don't know how difficult. I mean, you would have a better way of answering that question than me. I don't know how difficult a crossover from a manager in the women's game. By the way, I don't mean a woman. I mean a manager in the women's game.
Oh, of course.
Crossing over to the men's game. And the reason I say that is we've seen people like Phil Neville try his hand at
terrible,
the women's game.
weren't it?
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful. So there is no connection between whether or not they've been in the men's game or they were a good player in the men's game.
And you know what's crazy, Andy, is that maybe she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Maybe the Lionesses are like, no, she's with us. She's bringing us trophies back to back.
Here's my question. This might be slightly cause a bit of controversy.
Okay.
Do you think that some people would say, why should she cross over? She's got the biggest job in the world. Or, for argument's sake, what's a bigger job, right? I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm sorry for doing that. What's a bigger job? Taking a side currently in the Championship or managing the Lionesses for Sarina Wiegman? Ooh. If she was offered the Leicester job.
Leicester men's job?
Yeah. Just gone down. What's the bigger job?
Difficult, isn't it? It's a difficult question to ask. You're trying to get me in trouble here. Yeah. No, I think if you asked her, she'd say, well, I won back-to-back.
Yeah,
I want to go and win more trophies.
Yeah, World Cup's coming up.
World Cup. Want to go and win a World Cup. You know, Spain, World Cup holders. They're the world champions. Want to go and win that with this team. She might say, yeah, I don't want to cross over to men's football. So it's a tough question to answer, but...
You're scared of answering it. Top of the show, I'll put you on the spot. Horrible question.
It's a tough question, though.
Men's game has never had a manager that's won anything other than Sir Ralph.
Yeah.
And that was just one.
Abroad as well.
What?
Out of the country.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't subscribe to that rule. Well, we're told the first manager.
Senior.
Yeah, but then we won the World Cup at the under, what was it, 17?
Yeah, but it's not senior, is it?
No, but it's still, it's England.
Yeah, but it's not senior.
No, but
there's under 8s and won a...
why has everything got to be, put in a caveat?
I think to win a tournament out of the UK for the senior
You're trying to get me in trouble, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
How should we honour what Sarina Wiegman has done? And she has done something that's just been above and beyond. 03717 223344. By the way, if you've got a screwdriver and you want to turn up to talkSPORT, let us know. We're on the second floor.
Screwfix.
Oh, you're always getting that.
That's it, mate. I've got to.
Are you not with them anymore?
Yeah.
Are you done another advert?
Yeah, we're doing another 7 we've got to do.
Oh, is that why you got those Gucci shoes?
What a year.
03717 223344. How should we honour our England manager? Have I fixed the mic?
You're doing that on purpose.
Better than it was. You listen to Drive and Talk Sport, me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor, Motor Point. It's a much better mic, isn't it? Oh, sounds amazing. Thousands of cars, all at unbeatable prices, guaranteed. Head to motorpoint.co.uk for details. Still to come, we'll be joined by 2022 Euro winner Bethany England. Just quickly, Bayern Munich have agreed a £65.5 million deal with Liverpool for winger Luis Diaz. What do you make of that?
I make of it that until Isak last week come out that he wants to leave, Diaz wasn't for sale.
I totally agree with you.
And now Liverpool says, okay, you can have him now. Because,
great upgrade.
Yes. Sell Diaz, sell Nunes, sell Elliott. There's your 150 for Isak. Happy days.
In cricket, England have added fast bowling all-rounder Jamie Overton to their squad for the 5th test against India. Now, England's women have, of course, retained the Euros following a penalty shootout win against Spain. It was live on talkSPORT last night. The team, they're now back on home soil, and they're due to be honoured with a reception at 10 Downing Street later on this afternoon. So we can cross over there now. Our news reporter, Alex Dibble, is there for talkSPORT. Hi, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, well, good, man. I'm guessing still nothing is happening behind you.
Nothing's happening here. You can see, if you're watching on YouTube, the St George's flag draped across Downing Street, number 10 behind me. A load of them on the railings as well. Those here want to, make everyone very clear what this afternoon's about. So the team, as you know, touched down at Southend. They're now on their way right here. They're going to snake their way all the way through central London. They're going to get to Downing Street. They're going to be welcomed by Angela Rayner, the Deputy Prime Minister, and the Sports Minister, Stephanie Peacock. But of course, I'm here to ask the big questions, which are things like, will any of them look even halfway to a 2005 Freddie Flintoff? Will any of them still be in their kit? All that kind of stuff. I want to see the evidence of last night's party.
Alex, listen, we'll come back to you when you can answer those questions and many more. Enjoy it. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Alex.
I don't think any of them will be in their kit.
I don't think so.
No, mate, no.
Do you think there'll be some sore heads?
I think there'll be still a few people on the...
Plenty sore heads.
You ever been there to Downing Street?
No, I haven't, mate, no.
Why not?
No invite,
Would
mate.
you like to go?
Wouldn't mind having a little nose. What's it like in there, wouldn't you?
Little fact for you, right? Little fact for you about the door. There's no keyhole on it. You can't open it from the outside. Do you know that?
I don't believe you.
There's no key. It can only be opened from the inside, yeah. True. It's honestly true. There's always someone in it.
So there must be then.
Yeah.
At all times.
Yeah, always, yeah. Should we go to the phone lines? We're also asking how you can honour Serena Wiegmann, because Gareth Southgate was knighted for failing to win the Euros. England's women have got a manager that's won it twice on the bounce, and 3 times, if you count her winning it with the Netherlands. So there's obviously something a little bit special.
She deserves a lot, mate.
Sammy's a Man United fan. Hi, Sammy.
Good evening, Sam.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Andy, I've spoken to you before, but Gabby, I've never spoken to you. Pleasure speaking to you both.
Oh, that's very kind. When did we last speak, Sam?
It was a while ago, and now when you asked about famous people that went to our school.
Oh,
our school.
And what was the school that you went to, that famous person went to?
I went to Kingsby High School, where George Michael went to.
Ooh. Oh, that's nice.
Fascinating.
Was he in the same year as you?
No, many years. He's much older than me. God bless his soul.
Was he like a father figure to you?
No, it was
just a George Michael song. Sorry. Right, Sammy. What would you like to say about Serena Wiegmann?
No, I think she definitely needs to go down as and get some sort of recognition. It's not a statue, but like maybe where you get names.
A name badge.
Not a name badge. No, a name badge, but I'd change it towards the park. Like if you write a name in like gold or some sort of, you understand what I mean by.
So why not a statue, mate?
Do you mean like a plaque?
A statue. Yeah, like a plaque or a statue, anything. Yeah, but she definitely has to get a recognition.
Okay, but I mean, it can't be more. It's got to be more than the plaque, right? It can't just be a piece of gold against the wall.
Yeah, that's one thing, but or just any sort of recognition. A statue is
yeah.
Okay.
She definitely deserves it.
100%, mate.
Thanks,
well said, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks. It's gonna be a long summer. Have Aston Villa got? Oh, this honestly is my problem.
Why are you asking stupid questions? No, they haven't, Andy.
No. Have Aston Villa got any statues there? Because not a lot of clubs do, right? United have got it. Arsenal got it.
Yeah, there is statues, of course.
What have you got statues of?
I think there's statues of legends that have won the European Cup.
Oh, there are statues outside Villa Park. There.
Is there any at Manchester United?
Yeah, you know there's the Holy Trinity's there. Sir Matt's got one.
Do you agree with statues? I think legendary players deserve one.
Yeah, but it's like, where do you draw the line?
Ooh.
Like, can they still be playing if it's a footballer?
No.
They can't. They've got to be retired.
I'll do it when they're retired.
Yeah.
So someone iconic like Messi for Barcelona should be statues.
Well, someone like
every corner.
I think
Cherry's got a statue.
Yeah, it's got a statue, right?
Cherry's got a statue there. Bergkamp.
Yeah.
Legends from.
Wrighty's not got one, has he?
I don't think so.
Why has Wrighty not got a statue?
I know.
That's terrible.
I don't think who from Manchester United should have one.
What, looking back over the years, you mean?
Rooney?
Too many.
Should Rooney have one?
Maybe. Yeah.
Manchester United's
problem is, Man United has so many great players.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah, why haven't you got one?
I think they're working on it, mate.
Are they?
They normally wait, don't they? 15, 20 years.
Going to have a lot of weight. It's going to be like
statue.
It's a very big statue. Just quickly looking back at last night's performance and the whole Euros, do you think, because I hear the phrase quite often that you don't want to play your best football, or if it's snooker, your best snooker or whatever, in the early rounds, you want to get better as the tournament progresses. Did you feel that with England?
No, we didn't.
We didn't, did we?
No, we didn't get
we
going
started
at
off terribly.
You know what it reminded me of? Last summer's Euros. We didn't play well at all.
Okay.
Got to the final and lost to Spain.
I felt that we had, because it was on home soil and we had support, that it was building and building and building. This was...
No, last summer I was in Germany.
Here's my question for you, right?
Yeah.
What was more of a shock win? Euros. Was it this one or the last one? Because the last one we weren't expected to win it.
Yeah, but I think this one, Spain have got better.
Yeah,
since the last one.
France.
France.
It would be them, Germany, I think, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah, penalties.
Yeah.
But, mate, watching that first half, I was thinking, oh, this could be 2 or 3. And to get into half-time at 1-0, regroup, and then Chloe Kelly obviously made a difference when she come on. But we dominated the second half. Then extra time, Spain were the better team. But, yeah, just look at what they've achieved, this group of girls, and even the players that, only played a little bit, coming on at times, group effort. I think they need a lot of plaudits of everyone. I agree.
Jack, can you do me a favour? Jack, you there? Jack's presses all the buttons. Jack, can you just turn Gabby's mic off 1 sec? I just want to see if it's your mic. It's your mic. Look. It's your mic. It's your mic rattling, not mine.
There we go.
Look, nothing's... Now turn it on. There you go. It's your mic. It's your mic, not mine. Never... See, look. You can, there you go. Look. It's his mic all the time. It's nothing to do with me.
But they didn't play well for 90 minutes all the way through, really. Especially against Sweden, against Italy.
Yeah.
I felt Sweden were probably the better team. So were Italy over the course of 90 minutes. And over the course of 90 minutes yesterday, Spain were the better team.
I think Joe Shannon said on the radio last night that it was the first time that any team had ever gone to 3 extra times on the bounce as well.
Exactly. And they were fit, mate.
Yeah. But listen, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if you go extra time, if you get to penalties.
Find a way to win.
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or winner missed a penalty.
Doesn't matter.
She wasn't happy at the end, saying that Spain deserved to win. Well, score your penalty.
We've got to fix that.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Still to come, we'll be asking what the greatest ever 10 seconds of sport is. Good luck with that one. First, it's time for no Googling. The Lionesses won on penalties against Spain last night. We've just alluded to that. We want to know who's the last player to score a winning penalty for the England men's team. Who was the last player to score a winning penalty for the England men's team? The answer to that and loads more coming up live and live on talkSPORT after this.
uvas agrias. That's how you say sour grapes in Spanish, and there's plenty of those over in Spain this afternoon. They're not at all happy that Chloe Kelly celebrated her winner in front of the Oppos fans in Basel. talkSPORT's Simon Jordan isn't at all sympathetic.
I lived in Spain, and I've been in Spain when they've won European Championships and other competitions, and they are the worst winners.
She did go right to them, though. She went straight to them.
So what? So what? Get on with it. The Spanish are the worst when it comes to winning something. Their moniker is the land of envy, and let's be clear, they aren't gracious winners. So we'll have our wins where we take them, and they can get on with our celebrations.
Ahead of tomorrow's trophy parade, the Lionesses have a date at Downing Street this afternoon. Elsewhere today, Luis Diaz looks Bayern bound. talkSPORT understands the German champions have agreed a deal with Liverpool for around £65 million. In the meantime, it looks like Granit Xhaka has been given the green light to move to Sunderland in a 3-year deal worth £15 million. And Rangers are leading the race to bring in Spurs' Mikey Moore on a season-long loan. For more transfer news, head to the live blog on the website. That's talksport.com. Finally, England have added all-rounder Jamie Overton to the squad for the series decider against India. 2-1 England. The fifth and final instalment gets underway at the Oval from Thursday.
This is Job Love, talkSPORT. Me and Goldstein. Gabby Agbonlahor is alongside me. Before the break, I asked the question: who was the last player to score a winning penalty for England's men's team? Any idea, Gab?
Harry Kane.
Is the wrong answer. Do you want a clue?
Go on.
Plays for Real Madrid.
Bellingham.
No.
Trent.
Yeah, the other one.
Close.
Still to come, we'll be asking what is the greatest ever 10 seconds in sport. But first, it's time for this.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. Check out Paddy's latest offers on the Paddy Power app or at paddypower.com. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Yes, the Goodwood Festival starts tomorrow, and here to preview a great week of racing is Ryan McHugh from Paddy Power. Hello, Ryan McHugh. How are you?
Good afternoon, Ryan.
Yeah, hi lads. All good. All good on yourselves, lads.
Yeah, well, good. I always question when people come on Zoom why they blur out the background. Why have you blurred it out? What's the picture behind that we can't see? What is that?
See, I can't tell you that, Andy, because that wouldn't be blurred out then if it let us in what's behind me. Like, that's the whole point.
It's a very good
You just
point.
have to stay guessing.
Can I ask, can you reverse it so you're blurred but the background's perfect? Right, listen, we don't know too much about racing, but you're the expert and you do. That's why we've got you on. So what should we be looking out for in tomorrow's action?
Yeah, well, you're right in saying the Goodwood starts tomorrow, 5-day festival. It's obviously a big festival. Galway, incidentally, starts this evening as well. They have a seven-day festival. So there's plenty of racing on this week and good quality racing at that. Starting off at Goodwood, though, tomorrow, lads. We're paying 5 places instead of 4 in the opening contest at 120. I like the chances of Defiance in that. His only run this season was very encouraging behind a progressive type at Epsom, and I'm expecting him to build on that and go close in what is an open-looking race. He's a 9-2 chance with ourselves to find. He might be the one to side with in the opener. The Vintage Stakes then is next up, a Group 2 race for 2-year-olds. I thought Zavateri, he's a £3 penalty for winning the July Stakes just under 3 weeks ago at Newmarket. But 13-2 I thought was decent value about him, and I'd be surprised if there was 3 horses in here that would beat him. So with 3 places on offer to each way bets, I thought Zavateri was worth something in that one. The Lennox Stakes is always an intriguing race, and this year looks no different. 10 Bob Tony was a winner on his only start at Haydock, and I think the track will suit him well. He looks to be an improving sort, and around 8-1, 10 Bob Tony is my selection at 230. The only Group 1 in the card at Goodwood tomorrow comes up at 305. Trainer Aidan O'Brien looks to hold all the aces with both Illinois and Scandinavia at the top of the betting. Although Illinois is drifting in the market at the moment, I thought he was still the one to side with, dropping in distance from Royal Ascot. Should see him finish out his race a little bit better. And the final race I'll mention, lads, tomorrow is the 3:45 at Goodwood, live on ITV as well. It's a big field handicap. We're paying 6 places to each way bets instead of the standard 4 from Paddy Power. And Jack Ajaro, I thought, was a one to keep an eye on for connections who target their horses at the Goodwood Festival. That starts tomorrow and finishes on Saturday, lads.
Right, let me ask you, I don't know if you know the answer to this. I've been to Glorious Goodwood a few times, and it usually is because of the weather. Glorious, which I'm guessing is why it's called. Does the weather have any bearing or resemblance on how much people bet? Do you take more money in the summer because the sun's shining and people go to these wonderful places?
I thought you were going to ask me, does the weather have any bearing on the horse's form, which it does. But people betting, I don't think so, Andy, to be honest. Obviously, you can do everything on your phone now, so it doesn't matter whether you're inside, out, indoors or outdoors. For us, turnover doesn't go up with the weather, but maybe on course.
Andy thinks the sun has to shine on you to bet.
Well, maybe on course. People that are betting on course, you see, if you're betting with a bookmaker on course, they're not going to go out if it's raining. They might end up betting with Paddy Power instead. So maybe we do want a bit of rain. I think Paddy Power's point of view.
I think he's got to shine on you if you want to win. What about the ground? You mentioned the ground there. You're more likely to get a favourite to win it if it's not been raining.
I suppose each horse has preferences of what ground they like. So the more rain, some horses like that, the better than others and stuff like that. So I suppose on good ground racing it's a little bit more fair. I would say that it gives every horse more of an equal chance on better ground.
All right, I enjoyed that. Thanks, Ryan. For anything else you want to add before I let you go?
Just to mention maybe the Galway Plate on Wednesday. It's their first kind of big race of the week, even though they have a feature every evening. Someone that's looking to maybe have a bet in that anyway is a double figure price. I thought he might go well on Wednesday in the 6:40 at Galway.
Okay. Right, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks, pal.
Cheers, lads. Cheers.
A reminder, if you want to keep up with all the very latest racing news, Paddy Power's From the Horse's Mouth podcast is available every week, and you can download the latest episode from your usual podcast provider now. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. Check out Paddy's latest offers on the Paddy Power app or at paddypower.com. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
You had a little bet on the horses?
A little one. I normally go for names. Never go for favourites.
If it's running when you're there, go for a horse called Creosote.
What?
Go for a horse called Creosote.
Okay.
It's good on fences.
Okay.
Right, now last night, Luke Littler became the 5th player to complete the darts Triple Crown by beating James Wade 18-13 in the World Match Play final in Blackpool. It means that he has now won the Match Play, the Premier League and, of course, the World Championship. Only Phil Taylor, Michael Van Gerwen and Gary Anderson, and now Luke Humphries, have done so. He picked up £200,000 for winning the Match Play. I mean, he's now just 300 grand behind world number 1 Luke Humphries in the PDC rankings. That's how it's done on a money list.
Okay.
Still 18 years old. Just.
Wow.
I mean, it looks like what's going to stop Luke Littler dominating for the next 10, 15 years?
Boredom of winning?
Yeah. Boredom of winning.
That's the only way he can stop it, can't it?
Yeah.
Does he pick and choose maybe when he gets a bit older? Does he maybe skip a few during the season?
It is frightening. I mean, he's obviously
what he's doing is
he's got a ridiculous talent.
Oh, right? Even watching them over last week, he was behind, and it's no problem. Wasn't he down 7-2 or 7-3 in legs? And you come back, and then you come back. So it just shows that even when it's against him, he doesn't panic. He's composed.
You would have seen great footballers at a young age,
yes.
Right? To explain to me in a bit more detail, because it might be the same with Luke.
Yes.
What's it like when I hear people say he plays without fear? What's the fear?
Plays without fear is, for instance, myself, when I was 16, 17, 18, playing in the reserves, we used to call it.
Yeah.
I had fear playing with like some of the first teamers. When I made my debut, I had fear. First season, maybe a dozen games, had fear going out, all big stadium, 40,000, these big players. No fear is like Rooney, straight away, knock you off the ball, don't care if I'm 16, that's no fear. Luke
Can you teach that, or is that just something you're born with?
That just comes with you as a kid, with you're coming through an academy.
That's
like,
confidence?
Confidence, yeah, in your ability and just not bothered. Jack Grealish, when he used to come and train with us at Villa, socks down, and you had first teamers like, who's this little joker with his socks down, not bothered. Next day, socks down, shin pads low. Do you know what I mean? Like, just that charisma and that belief in their ability. Like, it don't bother me that I'm with the first team players at 16, 17 is what it is.
Because there would have been a team, obviously back in your day, it's probably Man United, Arsenal would have been in it as well, where even before the referee started the match, you know you've lost. I sort of feel the majority of darts players, not all of them, not Luke Humphries and not Van Goen, and maybe not even Going Price as well, but I feel a lot of these dart players feel they've lost when they're taking on Luke Littler before even a dart has been thrown. Is that fair?
I think it is, and especially most games he plays in, he's going to be the fans' favourite, isn't he? And also it showed last week that even when he's behind by 4 or 5 legs, he'll come back. You know, when you're that young, it should be like, oh, confidence is down, and do you know, I can't get this back. It doesn't faze him, no problem. And roll my sleeves up and come back.
What about hunger? I don't mean for Luke Littler, who likes a kebab, but what I mean is hunger to succeed and win more titles and money as well. Does money play a part in it? Are you thinking about this winning dart earning you £1 million
100%.
to become world champion? You are.
Yeah, he's going to want to earn as much as he can, but also he's going to want to break records. He's going to want the most wins. He's going to want to win more than Phil the Power Taylor.
Yeah.
Comes into every sport, doesn't it? You want to continue making records. So I hope that he doesn't get bored, like I says. That's the only thing that I could think will stop him. You know, he's not going to, fingers crossed, get injured, is he? Hopefully.
No, he's not going to get... Well, he might get dartitis.
Shoulder.
Dartitis, you could get that. Because the calendar now for a darts player, like most sports, right? It's a lot. You're travelling the world a lot. You haven't really got time to settle down and enjoy
But is there some that in the last year he has not turned up for?
I don't know the answer to that.
I think there is.
Do you? I don't think there is.
No?
I would imagine he's played in every single available competition that he's gone in for.
Maybe in the future that's something that he looks at, or I might not do that.
Isn't it weird when you're incredibly gifted and you just become so easy?
Scary, isn't it?
I know you know Jack Grealish from a long time ago. You saw him as a kid. Is he the most naturally gifted player you've ever seen?
Definitely.
He is.
Watching him, like, even seeing clips of him when he was 8, 9 years of age.
Wow, that age you can tell, can you?
He was doing what he'd done in his career as a senior player. Even when he come and trained with us, we just looked at him and like, who's this guy? Slowing players down and drifting past them, close control on the ball.
We'll talk about this a bit later on, because Arsenal, we're going to talk about Arsenal's latest wonder kid, right?
Yes.
But do you think nowadays, I know the world has changed, the football's changed a lot, but do you think that Luke Littler, right, he's world champion, he's 17 when he became world champion, he's 18 now, right? Do you think that if Luke Littler was good enough at 15 or 14, he should have been allowed to play professional darts?
I totally do.
Do you really?
I think if you're good enough, age shouldn't matter.
But could it not break you? If you put a 14-year-old up on that stage, can the pressure and the money and the fame not break a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old?
Yeah, it could do, but I think you've got good...
You've got kids, right?
Yeah.
What you got?
2 boys, 2 girls.
Okay. How old's your youngest boy?
Youngest boy is 9.
Okay.
Oldest boy is 17.
If you're a 9-year-old, right? Let's call him Luke Jr. I don't know what his name is. If he was a great darts player, and at 12, someone said, listen, he's good enough now to get top 16 in the world of darts. He's only 12.
Yeah.
We want to put him on the tour. 6 months of the year, we'll have homeschooling for him.
Yeah.
We'll get mature. Would you let him go on that tour?
I'll drag him by his ear onto the tour, yeah.
Would you?
Of course. If you...
I am stunned you say that.
Are you absurd?
No, because
why not?
Because they're going to miss out on the childhood.
Why?
Because you're slapping him off to Germany to play in the German Open when he's 12.
Well, if you're good enough, why not?
For that reason.
Yeah, but childhood. What do you mean miss out on childhood? Well, like what? Go to school.
Yeah, seeing his mates in the playground, having fun, being a kid.
Still see your friends, can't you?
I don't know if you can. I think you take that all away. You look at some of the great tennis players like Monica Seles. She came on the. I don't know why I've chosen her, but she came on the team like 15, and it just ruins the.
So you think there should be an age of what, 16?
I think so.
You can't make your footballing debut to your...
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I just think you've got to enjoy your childhood.
So Max Dowman, we're going to talk about him later. He's 15. You're telling me if he showed he's good enough in his tour, sorry mate, you can't play for the first team in the Carabao Cup first round against a weak team. You can't, or the second or third round. Whenever Arsenal go into it, you can't play because you're 15.
I think they need to be protected. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I really do.
But that's their dream. That's what they want to do.
The dream will come. If you're good enough, it'll come, right? You wouldn't let your 10-year-old, your 9-year-old play football.
Mate, I would let them.
You so wouldn't go.
I would, mate.
That's disgraceful parenting.
Yeah,
that is.
I'm not a great parent. That's what it is.
Clip that, we'll have it. You listen to Drive and Talk Sport. We'll talk about Max a bit later on in the show, actually. 03717223334. We'll talk about the Lionesses again. If you want to talk about anything from last night's final, of course, where the Lionesses became Euro champions again, we'd love to hear from you. 03717223334.
Are you going to the parade tomorrow, Andy?
I'm not, no.
I think we should go before work.
Well, I'm doing stuff tomorrow.
Nah, it's all right, mate.
I'll tell you what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm practicing pool. You know, I'm going out to Florida next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm playing. I practice Tuesday, Thursday.
So what are you going out there for, Florida? Because it's Florida.
Yeah, that's the main reason. The second reason is I'm playing arguably the game's greatest ever player, the Pearl Strickland. And it's
Are you going to win?
It's going to be live on talkSPORT, that match.
You're joking?
Live on talkSPORT.
Are you going to win or...?
I mean, he's 60. I might have to give him a little whack. Yeah.
Give him a kick.
Mate, imagine, I'll tell you what it's like. If you're not a fan of Nigel Port, it's like me playing John McEnroe on centre court. That's what it's like.
So you got no chance?
No. But, you know, I might come second.
To watch.
That's very kind of you. If you want to be a part of the show, you can today. 03717223334. We would love to hear from you.
Never too young to play sport.
You can have your say on that as well, yeah. Myself, Andy Goldstein, and Parent of the Year, Gabby Agbonlahor.
Andy Gale Force Goldstein is being blown away.
This is Drive and talkSPORT. Me and Goldstein, Gabby Agbonlahor, Motorpoint, new car, same day driveway, available on all cars, book a test drive today. Still to come, we'll be asking what the greatest ever 10 seconds of sport is. That's a tough question, that is. Greatest ever 10 seconds.
One of Aguero's goal comes to me, but
that's unbelievable.
There'll be bigger ones than that for sure in all sport.
There'll be a punch in boxing. Buster Douglas, golf, the putt, yeah. Anyway, are we doing that? Pardon? Paul, yeah. If I beat Elder Pearl, it'll be one of the greatest upsets.
You pot a ball in 10 seconds.
I'll pot a ball with a rack.
No chance.
I win a rack against him. Yeah.
You
Don't
win a rack?
Yeah.
I bet you don't know.
How
He
much?
was good at,
How much?
Tenner.
A whole tenner?
Yes, tenner.
Just quickly, Anatar have agreed a deal worth up to £43.7 million for Chelsea's João Felix.
Wow.
Never really worked for him over in this country, did it?
I don't think it's worked for him at all, to be honest.
Did not?
A nearly player.
A nearly player.
He's got the skills, he's got the technique, but...
How much they pay for him, do you know? 43?
43, yeah, isn't it? But
about the same.
Yeah, just a nearly player, to be honest. I think him going to Saudi, he'd probably struggle over there as well.
He can't struggle over there.
Never know, mate. He just can't produce in games.
Marcus Rashford, we talked about him in the break, has made his first appearance for Barcelona, playing 33 minutes in a 3-1 friendly win over Japanese side Vissel Kobe. Well done to him.
Yes, well done, Marcus.
Imagine putting that shirt on. Oh, my days. That's unbelievable.
I bet he's buzzing, mate.
Of course
I'm
he is,
happy
yeah.
for him as well.
Me too.
To get out of Manchester United.
Why do you say that?
Toxic club, isn't it, mate?
He chose Barca over Aston Villa, didn't he?
Yeah.
We're going to get Ollie Watkins soon, by the way, that's done.
Really?
Trust me.
60 mil, yeah? Nice.
You'd tell him for that, would you?
No, I wouldn't, but that's what you have to pay.
All right. See, leave Aston Villa.
Would you pay it?
No, that means what?
30 in December?
No.
Okay.
Too much money. England's women have, of course, retained the Euros following a penalty shootout win against Spain. It was live on talkSPORT last night. Let's discuss this in more detail now. We're joined by someone who knows exactly what it takes to win the Euros with England. Wow. 2022 European champion Bethany England joins us now. Hello, Bethany. How are you?
Hello, Bethany.
Hi guys, I'm good. How are you?
We're good, very well. Thanks so much for coming on. Listen, we crossed over to Alex Dibble a bit earlier on, who's outside Downing Street waiting for the girls to arrive. Can you remember this time in 2022? Can you remember what state you were in? It's probably the question I want to ask. Can you remember what you were doing?
I think I can just about recall the state. I think I'd partied a little bit too hard. But yeah, obviously the reception at Trafalgar Square afterwards was phenomenal. And I can only imagine it's going to get even bigger this year with how much the women's game's grown as well.
Did you sleep much after that final, that win?
Well, I don't think I may have had about an hour, if that. I was too busy looking after Jess Carter to be able to sleep, to be honest.
Yes, there were some sore heads the following morning, weren't there?
Yes, there was a lot of sunglasses the next morning.
And rightly so, right? And rightly so, because it's a wonderful achievement. And let's start with someone that's, of course, the main focal point behind that reason, Sarina Wiegman. You know what it's like to play under her. She's now won the last 3 Euros. How much credit does she deserve for what she's done with that squad?
Yeah, I mean, look, you don't get many managers being able to win it 3 times on the bounce, especially back-to-back and with 2 different nations. So I think she deserves all the plaudits. I think there's a lot of effort goes on behind the scenes in terms of behind staff and technical staff. But yeah, what she's done is an amazing achievement, and how she's managed to rally the girls together and, as I say, get a back-to-back win is something that's not very common. So I'm super, super proud of what she's achieved, and I'm so happy for all the girls.
Bethany, I don't know if there's a right answer to this, and you're probably the wrong person to ask because you won it last time but didn't win it last night. What do you think's a bigger achievement? Winning it when you won it, when there was no expectation, or retaining it?
I think it's always hard to win it the first time, but retaining it for me is always more difficult because you've got more of a target on your back. I think there was a lot of expectation going into this tournament for the girls, and I know, albeit there's been a lot of negativity around their opening game, but I mean, they've silenced their critics in a way, because at the end of the day they've come back with the trophy, so they've done their job. They did what they set out to do, whether it was pretty or if it wasn't. And yeah, again, I just can't believe how proud I am of all the girls for what they've achieved.
Bethany, does it show the heart and desire that the girls have got? Because first half, I was watching the game with my daughter, and I was thinking to myself, oh, this is tough to watch. You know, they were chasing shadows. Spain were playing their tiki-taka football. But second half, England showed that fight, didn't they? All right, then, we're going to step up now and show you what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, look, Spain are a phenomenal team, and I think it's a team that you never kind of count out, and I think they started strong, and I did think we were a little bit off the pace. I think you could see that Lauren James looked like she was struggling a little bit better, but I think, again, Chloe Kelly, the impact she brought coming in, it changed the perception of the game for England, because going in before half-time, you had much more attack. Like, Chloe was really getting at Onabate down that right flank, so they're our left, sorry.
Yeah.
And I think that really gave a lift to the team. I think Lauren did all she could do, and she served her purpose well. But I think that changed the trajectory going into the second half, and we managed to get on top a bit. I think the extra time was again a tough spell for us, but again the resilience and the character that the girls showed by digging in deep, defending for their lives. Like I think of Jess Carter's celebration after she made the block in like the 118th minute, even if it was a corner, it went out for a goal kick, and I think that's the passion and desire you want to see in the girls, and they fought till the very end, and it was so well deserved.
There's been a lot of heroes, haven't there, all tournament. I mean, Chloe Kelly, when she's come on, she's been outstanding. Michelle Agbonlahor. But for me, I was so happy for Alicia Russo to get a goal, because I'll play that position as a lone striker, and it can be lonely. You're chasing two centre-halves, you're chasing long balls, you got to flick it on and then go and get it again. And she does that so
She would have really wanted that, not just for herself but for a team. To get on level par in a final with Spain is a tough ask. So yeah, I couldn't be more proud and happy for her.
Bethany, let me ask you mentioned Lauren James there. I know that Serena Wiegmann came under a little bit of pressure, maybe a bit of stick for some of her decisions. That was one of them, being picked, or picking Lauren James for the final. What did you make of that decision? Was it right or wrong? And also, how do you think we should honour Serena Wiegmann now after winning back-to-back Euros for England?
I mean, for me, in terms of team selection, as we keep saying, in Serena we trust. Like she seems to always pull it out the bag, and I think for me, if Lauren James is fit, you're going to play her. And obviously, she felt in a position where she was able to contribute to the team, and I think there was parts of the game that she did really well in that final. But then there's other parts that kind of hindered us a little bit, which is where Chloe was able to come in and really impact. So for me, if Lauren's fit, I'd want her on the pitch all day, because she is, for me, one of the most generational talents of our year. So for me, she's an exceptional player, and I'd want her on the pitch, and I think I'd trust Serena's judgment in that. And it did the job in the end. Like I say, they won and they brought it home again, or it never left, should I say. But for me, Serena, yeah, I heard earlier you talking about whether she should have a statue or not. And again, if you can tell me many managers that have won a championship like that back to back and 3 times in a career, I think is a monumental achievement. So if she was to get a statue, I would be very pleased for her if she was to get that.
Do you know what I love as well? And I was saying to Andy before the show, is that what the women's game is achieving now, the next generation are seeing it. I mean, my daughter plays, I've said it on here many times, she's 14 at the moment, plays in a girls team, and their training session last Tuesday was 30 minutes. They finished just in time for the game, and they're having pizza watching the game. There's a lot of very talented girls coming up. Andy's daughter plays as well. It just shows, doesn't it, the more the senior women's team does well, the better for the next generation.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, looking back after the last Euros, and I have to give the plaudits to Lotte Wubben-Moy for the initiative on making sure that with the Parliament that they're making laws that everyone should have access to sport with at least 4 hours between PE in schools. And I think that's just had such a big knock-on effect. And now, when I was younger, there wasn't any girls' grassroots team. Now there's literally one every corner you turn on. And for me, I think not only is it amazing that you've got so many grassroots teams coming through, because this is the next generation, but there's more access, there's more scouts, there's more coaches, which opens the door for much more people to be able to be spotted and seen, because sometimes people and families don't always have the money to be able to drive to academies like hours on end every week. It's hard for families. So the more talent there is and the more scope there is to access that talent, there's a better opportunity for so many players that have probably gone under the radar. And I think as a young girl, you're seeing these women produce 2 back-to-back European championships, and I think it is just such a privilege and an honour to be in those positions. And as they say, pressure is privilege in our job, and I think being the role models for these little girls is something that we want to continue to do. And that's not just little girls, by the way, because there's so many young boys that have enjoyed watching this game, even wanting to get into the game, being referees or coaches or lines, anything it is. It's not just about the little girls, but the impact it's had on our nation is just phenomenal, and I can only see it growing even further from
Well said.
Great answer. Bethany, listen, thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of the day. Oh, hold on, Gabby's got a question for you.
I can just ask, why is there no bank holiday? I was looking forward to a day off today.
We should. I definitely think we should. But I'm all about having another day off. So if they can get that happen, you'll get my vote on that.
Can I just say that Gabby wants a bank holiday, but not because he wants a day off. He just wants double pay. It's still real work.
Oh, don't we all? Hey, don't we all?
Yeah, we do.
The dream.
Bethany, you're a superstar. Thanks so much for coming on. A real pleasure as always.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Well, I asked her the question, what's a bigger achievement? What do you think? She said winning back-to-back is bigger than winning it first time. What do you think?
Oh, it's a tough, isn't it? Because some of the players that won it in 2022 are not in the squad for this year's one. We'll say maybe
the first time.
The first time, yeah. But to win it out of the country as well.
Yeah, it's big.
Big.
On the back of Chloe Kelly being the hero last time, I mean, they're all heroes, weren't they? We'll be asking what the greatest 10 seconds of sport ever is. What a question. Ooh. One number to dial if you have the answer. 03717 223344. 10 seconds to go.
Uvas agrias, that's how you say sour grapes in Spanish, and there's plenty of those over in Spain this afternoon. They're not at all happy that Chloe Kelly celebrated her winner in front of the Oppos fans in Basel. talkSPORT's Simon Jordan isn't at all sympathetic.
I lived in Spain, and I've been in Spain when they've won European Championships and other competitions, and they are the worst winners.
She
in the
did go
world.
right to them, though. She went straight to them.
So what? So what? Get on with it. The Spanish are the worst when it comes to winning something. Their moniker is the land of envy, and let's be clear, they aren't gracious winners. So we'll have our wins where we take them, and they can get on with our celebrations.
As for the Lionesses, back-to-back European winners, though many feel Spain were the better team on the day. Former Lioness and Women's Super League Hall of Famer Rachel Yankees told talkSPORT, England just know how to win.
Yeah, I think, you look at the Spanish team, beautiful football they play. And, for large periods of the game, they probably were on top, if we're honest. But, we all know that it's definitely in tournament football. It's about, digging in. It's about making sure that you come out on top and you find a way to win. And I think all throughout this tournament, that's been the beauty of the England side, is that even when they haven't performed well, they've found a way to win, and I suppose that's the sign of true champions. And I'm really, really, really pleased.
Ahead of tomorrow's trophy parade, the Lionesses have a date at Downing Street this afternoon. Elsewhere today, Luis Diaz looks Bayern bound. talkSPORT understands the German champions have agreed a deal with Liverpool for around £65 million. In the meantime, it looks like Granit Xhaka has been given the green light to move to Sunderland in a 3-year deal worth £15 million. And Rangers are leading the race to bring in Spurs' Mikey Moore on a season-long loan. For more transfer news, head to the live blog on the website, that's talksport.com. Finally, England have added all-rounder Jamie Overton to the squad for the series decider against India. 2-1 England, the fifth and final instalment gets underway at the Oval from Thursday.
Well, back to our number 2 of the Drive Time Show on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein. Gabby Agbonlahor.
10th.
What's after 10th, Gabby? What's after 10th?
11th.
And then what?
11th, 12th.
And then after 12th?
13th.
You got 14th? No, we're out of 14th, sorry. Give us a 14th.
14th.
Still to come, we'll be asking if Forest fans want to apologise to Morgan Gibbs-White. But now, after Chloe Kelly was the hero for England yet again last night, we're asking what is the greatest ever 10 seconds of sport?
Forced to Kelly inside the box, and she pokes it home off the goalkeeper, and in she runs away in celebration. England are European champions for the first time in their history. Kelly, save! Kelly there again, it's in! England 2, Italy 1. This is just extraordinary.
Chloe was we could always see the talent was there, fantastic player. Really proud of what she's been able to achieve.
Oh my goodness, what a penalty kick! You better believe it! Football is coming home again, and once again, Chloe Kelly is the hero.
Yeah, I know you know. Chloe Kelly scored the winning penalty for the Lionesses yesterday as they retained the Euros, smashing Spain to pieces. It comes after she also scored a rebound from a penalty against Italy, of course, to send them to us to the final. And she scored the winner for England when they beat Germany in the 2022 final. Her manager, Serena Wiegman, spoke to talkSPORT after the game last night and said that there was no doubt in her mind that Kelly would score the winner when she stepped up.
We just know that Chloe is such a great penalty taker, and she loves to take the fifth if we have to take the fifth. And so she's ready for it. And then after that, of course, she loves the show too, and that's Chloe. And when you stay so calm and you just are so secure with your penalty, with the huge consequences of winning the Euros, it's just unbelievable. But again, I saw so many things from the team today, so many resilience, grit, and that I'm just so proud of the team.
Yes, we all are. So on the back of that, we're taking your calls. What's the greatest ever 10 seconds of sport now? 03717 223344, by the way. Now, I think it's difficult to just say what's the greatest 10 seconds. I'll tell you why. I'm going to ask you a question. When you're asking that question, do you have to take into account the occasion?
Yes.
You do. So the bigger the occasion, the more chance you've got of winning the competition. What's the greatest 10 seconds? So
the occasion, but as well, what the goal meant. If it's a goal,
right.
Or if it's a punch,
okay.
If it's a put.
Okay. Right. So with that in mind, right, the reason I asked that is that I'm guessing some people were going to say the Troy Deeney goal.
Of course.
And Troy, to my understanding is Troy obviously is over the moon with the goal, but they didn't get promoted that year.
Did they? No.
So the long-term effect of that goal is a little bit like, good goal, but it didn't mean as much as it should have done.
If that goal was
a cup final.
Yeah, and you playoff final,
yes.
and you went up,
so
it'll be bigger.
So it's a bigger moment with regards to what occasion it's happening in.
100%.
Okay. Where are you at the moment? We asked this question in our meeting earlier on. Jack, who pressed all the buttons, he said Usain Bolt's 9.58. Now, that might be the greatest answer to the question, what's the greatest 10 seconds?
Clever answer.
Because it's all 10, isn't it?
Yeah, under 10.
It's all 10. Like, usually when you say what's the greatest 10 seconds, you're probably alluding to 2 seconds of that 10.
I think because football's the sport that I love the most, mine is Aguero, because I was still playing then and seeing that.
Where were you watching that game?
I think I was at home, but but I don't say that for sure because I might have been playing at the same time.
Right.
But that goal, what it meant, you know what I'm saying? It's different if that was halfway through the season, it wouldn't have meant as much, that late goal, because it was to win the Premier League and Manchester United had done their job and won. Last moments of the game. That's got to be near the top, surely.
You know what's amazing about that is, I think I might say that Balotelli's only assist that season.
Was it?
Was the pass to Aguero, yeah.
And as well, he kicked off during the game, didn't he? Joey Barton got sent off, as he does.
Oh, hold on. Jack just told me his only ever assist in the Premier League.
Pardon?
Was his only assist in the Premier League for Man City.
Wow.
Was that pass to Aguero. I didn't know that. Is that real? That's unbelievable stuff.
Unbelievable. But that was, I mean, that's what they play still now, don't they? That was massive at the time. But there's got to be boxing, and there's got to be golf.
Just staying with that. Do you think that's the greatest ever moment in football?
In Premier League football?
Yeah. In Premier League it is.
In Premier League, not in football.
Is that, I don't know if you're old enough to remember, but do you remember when Arsenal beat Liverpool 2-0 at Anfield? And Michael Thomas scored the goal.
I remember.
Okay. Exactly the same scenario, last minute. The only difference being with that goal, Arsenal needed to win away at Anfield by 2 clear goals, and they won 2-0. I just wonder what you think is a bigger goal.
I think the Aguero one, because the title was in Manchester United's hands, literally.
It was in Liverpool's hands in this one, and they were playing Liverpool.
Yeah, you could say it's on par, but I just think for maybe the younger generation, the Aguero one will stand out.
Yeah.
Because even the way he took an extra touch, you know what I mean, most strikers would have shot there, and I think it might have been Nader Manuel would have blocked it. An extra touch, so the defender slides, and then bang, near post.
Yeah.
Outstanding moment.
It's difficult when you compare sports. Like I want the ones that spring to mind are Tiger Woods' little chip. I think it was in the Masters, where the ball he chips it as we look to the right, and then it takes a bend and goes all the way down, and it just stops on the hole. You see the little Nike swoosh logo, and it stops and it just drops in. That was mind blowing as a moment of sport.
There's got to be loads of boxing as well.
There'll be loads. I think Buster Douglas's punch to knock Mike Tyson out.
Yes.
If you're looking for a moment in sport where you go, and you didn't expect it, like with Aguero scoring the goal, when the ball dropped at his feet.
Oh, you knew
if
he
you
was gonna
stopped time and you went, do you think it will score? Like, take everything away just for a moment. Take away the moment. Do you think it will score? Most people go, you probably.
Oh, of course.
But no one would have thought Buster Douglas is knocking out Mike Tyson.
But like Jack says, Usain Bolt, wow.
9.58.
I remember watching him and thinking, like, how can you be that tall and quick? That makes sense.
Why? The taller you are, the quicker you are.
No, but like you haven't seen many Usain Bolts. They're not that tall.
Okay, I'll exaggerate a point to prove a point, as Cundy says. If you had a man that was 20 foot tall, he's going to run it quicker.
Yeah, but it's not as easy. You don't see many Usain Bolts.
No, but
I
think height is a benefit. Do you think height is a benefit?
Oh, of course, but I think he's just a freak of nature, weren't he? Most people his height wouldn't be doing 100 metres.
I honestly think that if he really wanted to run 100 metres under 9 seconds, he would have done it.
Oh.
Because he slows down a lot in his races.
And even to go under the 200 metres.
Yeah, that's insane.
I was just thinking, like, this guy. Then the relay, I was like, you got no chance in the relay. Forget about it.
So what are you saying is the greatest 10 seconds?
I'm going for Aguero. But I'm sure there'll be people that phone up and will be like, oh, yeah, remember that?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, remember that?
Loads of people have phoned up and said we might be saying, oh, remember that? Mitch is a Liverpool fan. Hi, Mitch.
Good evening, Mitch.
Mitch?
Hello.
Hi, Mitch. How are you?
9, 10.
Yeah, I'm good, please. Yourself?
Yeah, well, good. Why did it take you so long to answer? Is your name not Mitch?
I was going to say Deeney, but you've ruined it now.
Oh, no, you can say it. You can say it, Mitch.
I've got another one for you.
Oh, go on then.
Tyson Fury. That's the only one I can remember watching live. Tyson Fury getting knocked out and then coming back to life.
True.
Oh, what is the greatest ever 10 seconds in sport?
Listen, mate, you asked the question.
It was big, though. No one thought it was getting up.
Let me ask you, Mitch, if you were going to mention the Troy Deeney moment, do you think it takes anything away from it, the fact that it didn't get them promotion? It wasn't a final?
No. I think usually it would if it was just a good goal. But that moment was so good. It doesn't matter what happened after it. It was just that good on its own.
Okay. Good answer. Let's go to Ollie, the Man United fan. Hi, Ollie.
Hi, guys. Good evening.
Good evening, Ollie.
We're good. How are you?
As a Manchester United fan, can I say it's got to be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm sorry, that moment as a 13-year-old boy, the second showing him equalised, he's like, God, here we go. And then suddenly, where did that come from? And to complete the treble, the first time in English football history, that moment as a Manchester United fan will be forever on our minds, surely.
Yeah, the fact that it did complete the treble is a huge point. A huge point.
Can't argue with that, mate.
Yeah, and the fact... Go on.
I was going to say, I only read an article the other day. Apparently, when Sheringham equalised, McLaren turned to Ferguson and said, let's prepare for extra time. Ferguson said to McLaren, apparently, sit down, this game's not over.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's like, my crikey, what a man. I mean, we all thought the man was a god anyway, but to have that in his psyche, to say, bang, we're going to do this in those last minute, says it all about what Manchester United are about, or we're about, 100%.
Yeah.
Well said, mate.
Thanks, Ollie. Cheers, good call.
Can't argue.
Yes.
There'll be loads, mate.
I think that's top of the list at the moment, isn't it?
Muhammad Ali. But there's been Muhammad Ali
what
fights.
Moment? Yeah, Mum in the Jungle and all that. But there needs to be a 10-second moment, not a fight.
Yeah.
Top of the list is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, would you say? Last seconds of the game, wins the treble.
Wins the treble, yes. Yes,
because it's not just one trophy, it's 3 you win.
Yes, so maybe you put that ahead of Aguero.
So at the moment, that's leading, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
Maybe that can be beaten the best 10 seconds of sport ever. 03717 223344. That's where we're going. Right after this, live on Drive on talkSPORT. Driver talkSPORT man goes to the legend. It's Gabby Agbonlahor Motorpoint. Thousands of cars, all unbeatable prices, guaranteed. Head to motorpoint.co.uk for details. Still to come, we'll be looking back on the British and Irish Lions sealing the series win against Australia on Saturday. Did you watch it?
I did indeed.
Did you?
Yes, I did. I was getting told off by my kids for watching it as well. Oh, why are you watching rugby? Because I like it. Shut up.
Who said to shut up, you or the...
Me.
Oh, you're a good parent.
Thank you, mate.
Just quickly, Aston Villa are set to rival AC Milan and Newcastle for free agent Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
What are you lying for? Don't lie.
Says it there. Read it out.
Don't you dare.
What'd you make of that?
Don't you dare. Who put that in there?
Well, it's just breaking news. We break news here on
overall. How dare you all, Jack?
That's true.
No, it's not.
Imagine that. I've just read it out. Of course it is. Aston Villa set to rival AC Milan Newcastle for Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
I think
Ollie Watkins leaves. Ollie, you ain't going to that.
Do you think you're going to take Watkins and we're going to get Calvert-Lewin?
Imagine
no
that.
way, mate.
Imagine that.
I'd move countries. I would, mate.
What would happen if...
I think I'll try and move, mate.
Why? Why would you move? Well, it's because that's happened.
Because Man United of all clubs taking Ollie Watkins.
Oh, okay. It's not the fact
really
that
hurt me.
It's not the fact that Calvert-Lewin would replace Ollie Watkins. It's the fact that we'd get Ollie Watkins.
Calvert-Lewin's a good player.
Well, that's not been proved.
What?
That's not been proved, is it? He had one
It's
half
not been
decent...
proved that he's a good player, playing for his country.
No, it doesn't mean anything. You play for England?
You got me there. Cheeky little. Take them sunglasses off.
Oh, don't start.
Hey.
Don't start. I've got something on my right eye. That's why if people are texted in. I mean, most people are saying...
I think so. Take them off. I can't really see your eyes.
I can't... It's my eye, isn't it? No, that's not right.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, you'll have one of these in a minute. You carry on like that. Cricket England have added fast bowler all-rounder Jamie Overton to their squad for the 5th test against India. And England's Chloe Kelly spoke to the media after scoring the winning pen in the Euros final against Spain yesterday. She hit back at those who've criticised her in recent years.
There were a lot of tears at full time, especially when I saw my family, because those are the people that got me through those dark moments. And I'm so grateful to be out the back end. But if that's a story to tell someone that may be experiencing something the same, then tough times don't last. And just around the corner was a Champions League final, won that, and now a Euros final, won that. So thank you to everyone that wrote me off. I'm grateful.
Yeah, eating their words now.
Yeah, have some of that.
Mic drop.
You tell him.
On top of that unbelievable moment, those 10 seconds of just wonderful sporting moments. I was going to say football, but it's just wonderful sporting moments.
Sports.
We're asking what the best 10 seconds of sport you've seen are. 03717 22 334. Ian's a QPR fan. Hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Good evening, Ian.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Gabby. How you doing?
You all right, mate?
Yeah, we're good. We've got awful feedback here. I'll talk about whatever you want to call it. So you answer the question, what is the greatest 10 seconds of sport ever?
Well, as soon as you asked the question, it came straight to my mind. Bobby Zamora, championship playoff final winner at Wembley. Hadn't had a shot on target all game. Down to 10 men for 75% of the game. And he scores in the 89th minute. And it's, as soon as you asked the question, that just came straight to my mind.
Is that goal in your world, is that better than Trevor Sinclair's weird bicycle kick thing?
I think for the raw emotion of being at that game thinking we're just hanging on for extra time and then to win it in the 89th minute, yeah it beats it,
Yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
As a QPR fan, is that your greatest moment? Like 10 seconds?
Oh, bloody. I guess in my lifetime watching them, yeah, it probably is, yeah.
Not the Aguero goal against QPR?
Oh, no.
I was there for that as well, and we just secured staying up because of the other results going our way. I remember that, and it was that again. The emotion was brilliant just to watch what was going on around us, but
yes.
to something to be happy about the outcome in terms of promotion to the Premiership and what it means for the club. Yeah, it's the playoff final.
Ian, I didn't know you were there until you obviously said that, but you were in the away end for that. Can you remember what it was like just walking out of the Etihad on that day? Can you remember the feeling? Because it wasn't your club, but you knew it was something pretty special, right?
Yeah, I remember being there with my son, and I just started singing something about you're not going to win a lot to the Man City supporters because we were stopping them winning it. Then they scored that goal, and I said to my son, this will be an interesting... I said to him beforehand, take your top off when we walk out of here, mate, because if they don't win this, and we stop them winning it, it could be a bit of a interesting walk back to the car. When they scored the goal, I said to him, keep your top on, this will be a laugh as we come out. And people, we're just hugging Man City supporters.
week up, they'd won the league. It was just amazing, yeah, just brilliant.
Have you ever heard a noise like that when that goal went in?
Well, in the 89th minute at Wembley. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that was 90,000 there. Ian, listen, always a pleasure. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Ian.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Great
That was some
answer.
atmosphere, though, mate.
What?
Aguero goal winning.
Yeah.
Being in that stadium.
Yeah. I mean, just frightening,
Oh.
right? Frightening.
Unbelievable.
Frightening moment. Even when that comes, obviously, I hate seeing that moment, right?
Mhm.
But I still have to watch it because it's just an unbelievable sporting moment.
It was just the way that they had to beat QPR and they were messing it up.
Yeah, they
Do
were
you know what I mean?
messing it up.
They were messing it up massive time, and then boom, 2 late goals. Aguero, you just knew he was going
Who
to
scored the other two? Dzeko scored from a header.
Was it Dzeko? Did Company score? I got that wrong.
I
Or
can't remember.
Balotelli?
Can you remember, Joe?
Was it
Dzeko scored one from a corner.
Yes. I don't know if
That
it was.
I think that was the equaliser. That was 2-2.
I don't know who scored the first one then.
I don't know who scored. Oh, was it in the? I can't remember.
I'm guessing Company or Balotelli.
Oh, I've just been told Zabaleta.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what you meant, right? Who did you say, Company or who?
Put them together.
Yeah, Zabba Company. Luke's a Blackburn fan. Hi, Luke.
Good evening, Luke.
All right, guys, how are you doing?
Yeah, well, great, man. How are you?
You good? I'm good, thank you. I've got 2 quick ones if I can do them.
Of course you can.
Right, when Lewis Hamilton won the 2008 Formula One World Championship, he had to finish one more place as he was going down the straight to the finish line. The guy who in front of him retired, so he ended up winning the world title, and he was the youngest ever world title winner.
But was that hold on? Was that an unbelievable 10 seconds, or was it just a great moment in sport?
It was unbelievable 10 seconds, because if that person hadn't retired, he wouldn't have won the world title.
Okay, all right.
Well said, mate.
Yeah.
You tell him.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't apologise. Go on, what was the other one, Luke?
When Blackburn won the title at Anfield, because I were in the crowd, and we'd gone from, no, we've not won it, and within 10 seconds, the game finished at West Ham and United drew.
That was when Redknapp scored the goal, right?
Yeah, Redknapp scored the goal, and we all were like, oh, no. And then next minute, we all heard that they drew within 10 seconds of him scoring that goal, and the whole stadium celebrated.
What an achievement for Blackburn that was.
Yeah, bought the league, though.
Pardon?
Bought the league.
No, it didn't.
Of course you did. I don't have a problem with it. I don't know.
That season, we spent the 5th most. The most were Everton, Man United, and then it was Chelsea.
Yeah, but but it was all spent the season before, wasn't it? I mean, when you bought Shearer, wasn't it a British record?
It was a British record, but then it got beaten again by other people.
I know, but you did buy it. Hold on, they say that was the house that Jack built with regards to your owner, right?
Yeah. But we're still the only town to ever win it.
You bought the season before, you bought Shearer, Sutton,
Sherwood.
No, Sutton come in that season. We got Sutton at the season which started the season before. It was Mike Newell and Alan Shearer up front.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it like it's a problem. I've got no problem with teams buying the league, but you did buy the league that year.
Well, if we did. But it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with it.
Blackburn need to get back to the Premier League ASAP.
Yeah.
Top club.
Yeah, I agree with that. Luke, thanks for coming. Have a great day.
See you later.
Luke, Blackburn fan. Have we got Tom? We have Tom's a Villa fan. Hi, Tom.
Good evening, Tom.
Hello, boys. How you doing?
Tom, what do you make of the news that you might get Calvert-Lewin if Ollie Watkins goes?
It's terrible business, mate. Terrible business.
Ignore him, Tom. He's lying.
No, I'm not lying. It's breaking news.
Who told you?
Joe, the producer.
Oh.
Go on then, Tom, as a Villa fan. Greatest ever moment.
I think it's going to be hard to beat the Ollie one, but David Beckham's free kick against Greece.
Yes.
It's a great answer.
Yes.
Weight of a nation on his shoulders, mate.
Yeah, it took us to the World Cup.
Spot on. Old Trafford, wasn't it?
Yeah. Where were you for that, Tom? Were you born now? I don't mean that in a rude way. How old are you?
I was 32, mate. I was in the pub with my granddad. I got absolutely soaked with beer because the beer just went up in the ceiling.
Yeah, that's what we live for as football fans, right?
Yeah, it's amazing, mate. It's amazing.
Are you club over country or vice versa? If that free kick goes in and Aston Villa win the Champions League, is that bigger?
Possibly, but I think I don't know, mate. It's a good question, but
tough one, isn't it, to answer?
Yeah, it's like you're asking a club to win the Champions League, or you're in England to get to the World Cup.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong answer. It divides.
It divides. Not really winning anything, obviously, but we were out at that point, weren't we? So, but no, that was a good time.
I forgot about that, Beckham. Yeah,
Thanks,
great
Tom.
show.
Michael, let's go. Michael, Liverpool fan. Mikey, Mike.
Good evening, Mike.
Good evening, guys. How are you?
We're
All
great,
well, mate.
How
All
are you?
Oh,
well.
You all right?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. I've got what I think is the ultimate 10 seconds that will live long in the memory.
Okay.
It's got to be Kenneth Wolfenstone's commentary and then the goal to win the World Cup in '66.
The two combined.
Oh, you won't get a better 10 seconds of that, and it beats the Man United treble. It's the World Cup for England and the one that we haven't replicated yet.
The only thing I'm looking for an argument, and I won't find one. But the only thing I'll say is we were 3-2 up, so we had won it by then anyway.
Yeah, but if you take the commentary into consideration at the same time,
right.
It was top.
Because
that's better than the Aguero commentary.
You're talking about probably the greatest line ever produced in a football
legendary.
match, and the greatest, the most iconic moment as an England fan together. It's a fair point.
Spot on, mate.
Yeah, I think you're right, Michael. I think that is the greatest ever 10 seconds of sport.
Yeah, can't be beaten. Until we beat it again.
Until we beat, that won't be happening. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, mate.
That's a good point because we never thought about fusing the two together. It is probably the greatest moment of commentary ever.
What is the commentary? Can you remember?
There's some people on the pitch. They think it's all over bump. It is now.
Oh, done.
What's great about that, right? Because I've seen that millions of times. Is there's seconds left of that game.
Yes.
And Bobby Moore picks up the ball from just outside our penalty area on the left-hand side, almost as if he's playing left back. He wasn't, and he looks up. Now, every other player in the world just punts that into Rose Ed, and he looks up and he sees Jeff Hurst making him run.
Yes.
And he picks him out with a pinpoint ball. It's unbelievable.
Do you know what's crazy, though? Do you reckon the players that played in that would have thought, wow, it's going to take so long to win another one?
No, because we were fancied in 70 to win it again, weren't we? Yeah. It's an unbelievable moment in time.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Have you seen the film Goal?
I have indeed.
Where they
is that Newcastle?
What?
That's a different one, sorry.
It's about the 66 World Cup.
Sorry, no, I'm on about a different one where it's a Newcastle player. Sorry.
No, that's awful.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the fella that thinks he's like...
Yeah. Looks like
Is that
Alma
called
on a
Goal?
bit.
Yeah, is that called Goal?
I think so.
A terrible film, that is, isn't it? Terrible.
What's your film then?
It's like a documentary of the 66 World Cup, and so the footage is incredible. Yeah, the I can't remember who scored it. I think it was a German captain. I don't think Beckenbauer was a German captain. But anyway,
imagine we get that feeling
when they
again.
scored the equaliser to go 2-2 in the last minute of normal time. The footage of that free kick is mind blowing.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Imagine us having that feeling again, mate.
Well,
I remember Italy in the Euros. I was at Wembley when we lost.
Oh, were you?
And I just sat in the stand, mate, after the game, seeing the Italians celebrating. I was just like, I was on crutches, snapped my Achilles. I was like, oh, we've lost. Really? Really? You know, it just didn't sink in.
Yeah. You're not the sharpest here.
Why?
Come and look back on the British and Irish Lions sealing the series win against Australia on Saturday. First, it's time for No Googling Part 2. We've been talking about the greatest 10 seconds of sport ever. 3 players have scored within the first 10 seconds of a Premier League game. Just 3. Shane Long, the fastest, just under 8 seconds, 7.69. Can you name the other 2 players to have scored a goal? Is the wrong answer. A goal in the first 10 seconds of a Premier League game. The answer to that and more coming up live on Drive and Talk Sport after this.
Uvas agrias. That's how you say sour grapes in Spanish, and there's plenty of those over in Spain this afternoon. They're not at all happy that Chloe Kelly celebrated her winner in front of the Oppos fans in Basel. talkSPORT's Simon Jordan isn't at all sympathetic.
I lived in Spain, and I've been in Spain when they've won European Championships and other competitions, and they are the worst winners.
She did go right to them, though. She went straight to them.
So what? So what? Get on with it. The Spanish are the worst when it comes to winning something. Their moniker is the land of envy, and let's be clear, they aren't gracious winners. So we'll have our wins where we take them, and they can get on with our celebrations.
Ahead of tomorrow's trophy parade, the Lionesses have a date at Downing Street this afternoon. Elsewhere today, Luis Diaz looks Bayern bound. talkSPORT understands the German champions have agreed a deal with Liverpool for around £65 million. In the meantime, it looks like Granit Xhaka has been given the green light to move to Sunderland in a 3-year deal worth £15 million. And Rangers are leading the race to bring in Spurs' Mikey Moore on a season-long loan. For more transfer news, head to the live blog on the website. That's talksport.com. Finally, England have added all-rounder Jamie Overton to the squad for the series decider against India. 2-1 England. The fifth and final instalment gets underway at the Oval from Thursday.
talkSPORT, me and Goldstein. The superstar is Gabby Agbonlahor alongside. Before the break, I asked the question, good question as well. 3 players have scored within the first 10 seconds of a Premier League game. Shane Long being the fastest, 7.69. Who are the other 2?
Me?
Philip, no, you're not there. Why? What was your fastest goal?
I just score a very quick hat-trick, but...
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
It's like 7-8 minutes, maybe.
Wow, okay. It is quick. Where was that?
Villa Park.
No, who against?
Man City.
What was it? Have you ever scored? How many hat-tricks you got?
1.
Was it the perfect hat-trick, left, right, header? It wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
You've got a perfect hat-trick?
Left, right, head, yeah.
Was the header last?
The header was first, the left foot was last.
That's nice. Perfect hat-trick is great, isn't it?
Thank you very much. Past our Joe Hart as well.
It wasn't you. It was Philip Billing, 9 seconds for Bournemouth against Arsenal, and Ledley King, of course, who held the record for a long time. His second, that was against Bradford. For Spurs, obviously. Still to come, we'll ask if Forest fans want to apologise to Morgan Gibbs-White, but now the British and Irish Lions secured their first series win in 12 years on Saturday, and it was live right here on talkSPORT.
Goosebumps standing here pitch side ahead of this one. One of the most iconic stadiums in the world.
There's more push and shove going on. Bit of biff.
Bring back the biff.
Wallabies from 40 metres. Tom Wright's going to go in. 2 tries in a matter of minutes. Listen to the MCG. They're definitely behind their Wallabies this evening. To James Lowe. Tyburn outside him. Tyburn for the corner. Gets there. 2-point game. 20 minutes to play. Hugo Keenan to the left hand side. To win it! Hugo Keenan scores the try. 50 seconds to go. The British and Irish Lions have won their first series in 12 years.
Wow, just wow. Yes, Hugo Keenan scored a last-minute try against Australia to win a classic test match and seal a serious victory for the British and Irish Lions on Saturday. They had to put off an incredible comeback, though, after they found themselves 23-5 down in the first half. Quite incredible. They will now be looking for the whitewash in the 3rd test live on talkSPORT next Saturday. Let's get more on this now and welcome back to our show former Scotland lock and someone we've given a nickname to as we say hello to Jim Hallway Hamilton on Drive. Hello Jim, how are you?
Jim.
Tell me about the nickname. Where's that come from?
Well, I tell you, I've just realised why I've got it wrong. So when we were talking about you in the meeting, I said, will Jim be in his hallway again? And they're like, what are you talking about? And I went, he always does a show from his hallway, but I think I've just realised you're not in your hallway, and what looks like an arch behind you is in fact a mirror, I'm guessing. So it looks like you're in a hall, but you're not in an office. Is
No,
that right?
I am in an art gallery in Aspen, Colorado. I'm in my mate's house in Colorado. Aspen, famous for Dumb and Dumber, so I blame him.
Lovely.
But he's doing all right for himself. So I'm in the airing cupboard.
Okay. You haven't got a Samsonite briefcase near you, have you?
No, I haven't. No, I'm not a corporate man.
Oh no, it's a Dumb and Dumber reference. Sorry.
Oh, of course, yeah, both.
Yeah, okay. Listen, Jim, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for coming on. Listen, many thought, of course, that Australia would respond after being beaten in the first test, and they definitely did in the first half, didn't they? But what went wrong? Was it that they took their foot off the pedal, or we were just so much better?
I think a load of things happened in that game. Like, firstly, for the casual rugby fans, that's as good as it gets in terms of a contest and jeopardy and build-up and narrative and, you know, the desperation from a team. And I kind of said, I spoke on the show before, you know, with mates, with the podcast I do, I said that this Australia team for this second test were going to be desperate. And desperate men can be dangerous men in a contact sport. And that's what we saw when they came out in that Melbourne stadium. 90,000, we rounded up to 100,000, made me sound like there was more people there. But it was an incredible atmosphere and a brilliant test match as well. But I think a couple of things happened. I mean, clearly the Lions got the rub of the green when it came to, and the right rub of the green at the end of the game with the controversy around Hugo Keenan's try and the clear out with Jack Morgan on Tizano. But Australia came out the blocks, and to be 23 points to 5 up and lose that game will be gut-wrenching for them. But they were a different team. They brought in my former teammate, Will Skelton, 21-stone monster, and their player of the season from last year, Robert Valentini, who both of them missed out in Test 1. So that was the best version of Australia. It's the one that we hoped we'd see in Test 1, but we didn't. But there's a part of me that does feel for them. Like, it really does, because of the way that the game was lost, and now the series has been won. So from a British and Irish Lions perspective, great. Yes, people are talking about the 3-0, the whitewash, but the tour's done now. But the listeners should still listen to the game at the weekend. But you know what I mean? The Test series done now. It's been wrapped up after Test 2, but what a brilliant game.
Jim, I was watching the game and I thought last 5 minutes that try was inevitable, you know, how we were pushing them back. But when I was watching it and we scored that try, I was thinking to myself, what are Australia complaining about here? Because he kept on showing a replay. Could you explain what they were calling for?
Yeah, Gabby. So, like, in our game, there's a lot of stuff happening at the minute, and I know similar in football with VAR and all of these things, and there's a frustration in boxing around when it goes to the judges and UFC. In our game, mate, there's a load of stuff around the referee, the TMO, their interaction, and also the laws and the rules of the game and how they're interpreted. So the big thing that's blown up in Australia, it's all over it's on the front page, it's on the back page. You know, a lot of my Australian mates who work in the media, the players, they're fuming with that last play of the game. So Jack Morgan effectively comes on, plays really well, and that clear out at the end, Tizano's competing for the ball, which he's allowed to do. Jack Morgan hits him aggressively, some would argue textbook, some would argue illegally. So, guys, he hits him in the back of the neck, really, which to the letter of the law, you're not allowed to do. But 90% of our breakdowns, our rucks or our contacts, they all look like that. That's not that's how you coach to do it at the highest level. The frustration is from Joe Smith, the manager, and why they showed it and why they looked at it and all this kind of uproar is to the letter of the law. There's a few things around it and the grey area of rugby and the nuances. One, you're not allowed to be off your feet. So Jack Morgan launches off his feet to try and get him off the ball. And he also makes contact with the back of the neck, the shoulder, the grey area of the game. And this is where the frustration lies. I think the referee got the decision right. And this isn't a bias. This is as a rugby man, as an expert, as an ex-player, because 90% of the breakdowns happen like that and they look like that. So I understand from an Australian point of view the frustration. They're absolutely fuming, I should say. It's not even frustration. If it was the other way around,
though, Jim, how would we have felt? Would we...
Yeah, I think we would have felt the same, to be honest with you. And that's sport, right? I think you look at it, but it is, mate, it's a 50-50 call. It's one of them where... I
was going to say, Jim, it's one of those where 1 week we get the decision, the following week we don't, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm trying to draw comparisons to other sports. I know there's a lot of casual listeners here, but it'd be like if you're watching a boxing match and it's be like, I thought he won. And then it'd be like, no, I thought it was literally one of them calls. That's the only comparison that I can give. And and it's tough sometimes for some viewers and listeners who are casually watching and understanding about player safety and all these things.
I get that. We see it a lot with maybe one-on-ones in football where the goalkeeper comes out and he goes down at his feet and it's like, did the player dive over his arms or did his arms take the legs? So I get that. Listen, let's stay with that winning try, because what a moment it was for Hugo Keenan. Does he instantly go down as a Lions legend now?
Yeah, I mean, it was unbelievable. Like, I don't know if you know Hugo Keenan's backstory, but he's been playing 15 for Ireland, brilliant player, world-class player, but he struggled on tour. He got ill quite early on and he lost a stone in weight, and then he's been struggling to get back, and he's a small guy anyway. So there's a lot of chopping and changing around the team. Blair Kinghorn, who plays for Scotland, came on the wing. He normally plays 15. People think that Blair Kinghorn should have started. So there's a few stories around Hugo Keenan, but he'll get the plaudits because he finished the try, and it was a brilliant finish, having played 80 minutes. But like Gaz was saying, it felt like it was coming, right? The momentum was gathering for the Lions at the end of the game. And if you speak to anyone within the team, you listen to Finn Russell or Dan Sheehan speak, and Ellis Genge, it was never in doubt, apparently. They were that confident with the players that they had that they were going to win the game. But yeah, it was a brilliant finish. It was an iconic moment for the Lions and iconic for Hugo Keenan as well.
I wanted to ask you about Itoje. As captain, how important has he been to this team?
Unbelievable, guys. I mean, I played with Maro as a young lad. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be where he was, because they fast-tracked him when I was at the end of my career as I was getting old. So they were like, look, Jim can't carry on. We need to get this young whippersnapper in. So I've been across Maro's story since the start, since the inception of his career. I'm not saying that I've got anything to do with that. I haven't. Freak athlete, unbelievable player. He's an icon of the game. And I don't think, you know what it's like sometimes, especially in our country, specifically, the UK, let's go with it. I know I sound Scottish, but I'm a quarter English as well. But England specifically, you've seen the list is endless, right? With Beckham and Rooney and stuff. Maro's taken a lot of stick over the last couple of years, but the way he's handled himself, the way that he's taken the England captaincy, the way that he's captained his club Saracens, and now the British and Irish Lions, again, I keep using the word iconic. Like he is. He's an icon of the game, and he has been brilliant on tour. He's handled himself around the media and all of these things. It's not just about what he does on the pitch. He's played the most minutes of any player on tour in that team. So he's got through a lot of work at the end of a heavy season, and it's brilliant to see him get his just rewards, and he deserves it.
Jim, just before I let you go, winning the series, of course, is the main thing, but how desperate will the Lions be for a clean sweep, and how desperate will Australia be to stop that happening?
Well, I think it's the obvious one, isn't it? Because we need to build a narrative around this week. Look, the Lions have probably been on the smash for the last couple of days, right? So, but going into it, look, we've got to be honest and we've got to be frank. The Lions are a better squad than Australia. They're a better team than Australia. They can win it 3-0. But I spoke about desperate men. I saw Harry Wilson, who's the captain of Australia. He's a top lad as well. Visibly very emotional, almost crying in the press conference after the game, obviously by how the game was lost, because Australia rugby need this. They've got the World Cup there in 2 years' time. They desperately need it. As what does that mean? The finances, commercial, the fans, bringing them back in. I think they won them over, but I think to get a win against the Lions will be bigger for them than it will be for the Lions to go 3-0, if you know what I mean.
It was showing the players, wasn't it? After the final whistle, it was showing the camera the Australian players on the bench, and they looked devastated. They couldn't believe that they'd lost.
Yeah, I think there's that. And all, that stadium's unbelievable in Melbourne, right? 90,000 people, all eyes are on that. But Gabs, they're struggling in Australia with rugby union. A lot of their players are going over to rugby league and the NRL and stuff where the money is. So they're in a bit of a hole at the minute. And I think a lot of them players would have known that if they beat the Lions there and took it to game 3, the interest on that game, and then if they won that series, it takes them into the World Cup in 2 years in a much better place. So, yeah, they would have been devastated. I do feel for them as well.
Hallway, thanks for coming on. Have you got a nickname, Jim?
Big Jim, believe it or not. I know it's not original, but you can call me whatever.
Jim, can you come in and see if he'll call you Hallway to your face?
Okay, it's not an insult.
I'll do that. I can come in. I can talk about Cov City back in the day when Nicky Quinn were playing. That was your era, Gabs, wasn't it?
Yes. Get yourself in, mate.
Jim, listen. Jim, I've got one last question for you. I'm curious. I noticed your moustache is slightly thicker than the stubble. If you were going out to a black tie do and the missus said, "Right, come on, get rid of the stubble," does the moustache stay or go?
Oh, it stays all day. I'd rather shave the head, I reckon, now. The Tom Selleck look is as I'm aging. Cheers, bro.
Right. You are such a great talk. I'm honoured that we've got you on our show.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks, Jim. Have a lovely afternoon.
Lads, thank you. Love the show. Cheers.
He's brilliant, isn't he? He's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I like him.
Really nice guy.
Well spoken.
Talking to brilliant, still to come on Drive. We'll find out whether Alan is a cheat on the golf course.
I'll ask you straight. Have you ever improved your lie in the rough when you've got in the rough?
Oh, he didn't answer that. Okay,
He
we'll
hasn't
find
played
out.
golf in.
He can't move about, can he? Can't walk.
What? Can't say that, mate.
I saw him coming up with the escalator the other day. He was out of breath. How's that work?
Oh, that's not nice.
We'll also ask if Forest fans want to apologise to this man.
It's flicked on, and it's in! Morgan Gibbs-White!
I think they do. You're the one that took the video that I saw. And we'll get another wildlife lesson with Jason Cundy.
The Greenland shark, I'm going to tell you now, they're large.
They are. All that and loads more coming up in the last hour. Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, and Gabby Agbonlahor. When we come back, the best of talkSPORT.
How big is a beaver?
I'm going to clip that up and play.
Management Max telling me my glasses look great. Keep them on, he says.
Yeah, I think there's been there's been a lot of messages saying take them off, mate.
No, there've been no messages take them off. Right?
I think just take them off, mate.
I think they look great. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're not watching,
see you.
How about this, Max? Right? If you're not watching on YouTube, come and have a look on YouTube, and you can see my glasses.
I know what you did there.
Sending people to YouTube.
Exactly.
Upstairs we'll go. Oh, he's done well there. Getting more people to come over.
They do suit you though.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
They're nice.
You'll wear them tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, if it annoys people, I will. It's Drive on talkSPORT. That was me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby Agbonlahor, Motorpoint, new car. Same day driveway available on all cars. Book a test drive today. Still to come. I'll ask if Forest fans want to apologise to Morgan Gibbs-White. Just quickly, Newcastle begun talks with Southampton to sign England goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale.
Can
That'd be a great move. He needs to move to a club where he's not going down every year.
But he gets relegated.
No, but I think he's a brilliant goalkeeper.
Yes.
And he deserves better than that.
Do you think he's better than Trafford? Because they missed out on Trafford because Man City had the buyback clause.
I think he's next England goalkeeper, Trafford. He was at City before, wasn't he?
Yes.
I really like James Trafford.
Yes, but good move.
Al-Nassr have agreed a deal worth up to £43.7 million for Chelsea's João Felix. A lot of money.
He can make a move.
Time now for this. Time now for the rest of talkSPORT Friends. We run you through some of the recent highlight moments from across talkSPORT and our sister stations. Let's kick things off with the Weekend Breakfast Show. Natalie the Destroyer Sawyer and Tony Cascarino. They ran into a few technical problems.
We're having a few technical issues this morning, and the weird thing is, are you hearing this slow echo in your headphones?
Yes. I'm a darling.
That's exactly what it sounds like. I'm now thinking to myself, is this how I sound? Because it's so
Switch
weird.
off if you hear my voice.
I don't know why I didn't put the Dalek effect on that one. Have you ever been locked out of anything before?
When I was a bit younger, locked out of my house.
Okay.
Got one of the kids to go through the window. Normal.
Did you not open it first?
What do you mean?
Did you open the window first?
Window was already open.
Oh, I thought you threw them through it.
Broken glass.
Have you ever done a show at talkSPORT where everything went wrong from a technical perspective?
I'm joking. Not really, no. You have minor problems, don't you? But the crew that no one sees back there do a great job, Andy. So
Who?
Jack, Joe, Billy, Ryan Clancy, Dell.
Ryan Clancy has more than the show for years. Right, Brian? Oh, he does Fridays. It's our last week in the studio down here until we move to the big boy studio. Is there anything you'll miss about it?
It's closer to the exit and entrance, and it's very cold down here.
So I love the temperature down there.
Yeah, I love how cold it is. Yes.
And of course, the Weekend Breakfast Show returns at the same time as 6 a.m. this Sunday.
Now,
hold on. Surely Saturday as well, didn't it? Did it on Saturday? Oh yeah, he says.
Can I finish?
There's a big clue there, Jack. Was it the word weekend?
Now, over the weekend, a video emerged of President Trump cheating whilst playing golf.
Saw that.
And on this morning's breakfast show, Alan Brazil and Andy Townsend reacted to the news.
I'll ask you straight. Have you ever improved your lie in the rough when you've got in the rough?
Yeah.
Of course you have. Of course you have.
Yeah.
Everyone has. Everyone's got in there and put a club behind it and thought, oh, that's not sitting very nice. I just need to pop that up a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not. It wasn't on a tournament. If it was a decent, well, I wasn't good enough to play in tournaments. But if it was a pro celeb,
yes,
I wouldn't do it.
No,
but if you're just messing around with your mates, yeah, of course I would.
Yeah.
What's he lying for? He would. When is it okay to cheat, Andy, on the golf course?
When you're with your mates.
Really?
It's not tall and play, just kick the ball out.
Yeah, but don't sometimes when you play golf, it's like loser pays for drinks or dinner.
Oh, yeah, if you're doing that, yeah. If you're just doing all round a golf and it's a bad lie, just give it a little whack. But if you're playing for something on the line, you can't cheat.
I'm not sure. Who are the most and least honest people at talkSPORT?
The most honest. I'd say Billy's quite honest.
Billy, yes, good
I'd
shout.
trust Billy. The least honest would be Dell.
Oh,
yeah, Dell. Don't trust Dell as far as I can throw it.
That he has on?
No, just because he's Arsenal and he knows I'm Man United and he hates me.
Okay. Can you do a Donald Trump impression?
It didn't say Donald. It just says Trump.
Okay, can you do a Trump?
No.
Don't forget tomorrow's breakfast show comes from Glorious Goodwood. Nope. With Big Alan Brazil and Dean Saunders.
Let's finish with a clip from arguably the greatest podcast ever made.
Outstanding.
My brand new podcast, 21 Minutes to Go. Every week, Jason Cundy and I get together for a no-holds-barred, adults only, that means swearing, show that it lasts exactly 21 minutes and not a second more, which does annoy people, but for the funny reasons. Here's the animal-obsessed Jason Cundy, the fun boy, revealing the 5 oldest animals in the world.
Number 5. The Greenland shark. I'm going to tell you now, they're large, slow-moving sharks found in cold waters of the North Atlantic and the Arctic Oceans.
Okay, so one that's still alive, how old is it?
Still alive today, of mottled appearance and can reach lengths of 24 feet.
90 years.
500 plus years. 500...
Did anyone know that?
It's going to blow your mind.
Well, he got a birth certificate. Absolute nonsense.
Steve, I'm telling you now.
A shark's 500 years.
There's a lot of swearing in that.
I know.
Potty mouth, that Goldstein.
Yeah, shouldn't be swearing,
if you could live to the age of 500, would you?
I would love to, mate.
Would? Oh.
Yeah, life's precious. I'd love to. Have
all
loads
your
of
mates
people
die.
around you.
No, you wouldn't. They'd all be dead.
Get new friends.
You reckon? You struggle with the ones you got?
Yeah, I can find some.
Okay.
Tinder.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
500 years. Tinder's still been out with it.
I think so, 100%.
No, like, well, changed.
Record amount of people on it.
What, for you? What do you think the world will be like? Are they going 500 years?
Flying cars.
I think
just leave your house, jump in your car and fly here.
I don't even think you need to move with teleportation.
You think so?
Yeah, mate. Will be virtual reality, won't it?
Okay.
Now, whatever happened to the debrief podcast with Big Al?
It stopped because Mr. Brazil unreliable.
All right. Have you heard my new podcast, 21 minutes
I
to go?
think it's outstanding, mate. 21 seconds to go.
21 minutes.
Oh, sorry, minutes. Oh, sorry.
Why have you not heard it?
Oh, I have.
No, you're such a liar. Why have you listened to it?
I have.
How's it end?
21 minutes.
No, you haven't heard it. Why don't you listen to it? It's only 21
It
minutes.
ends with 21 seconds, so
No,
it's not
you don't
included.
know what you're talking about.
Is it not? Okay. I'm going to listen to it. I've been busy working.
To find out which animals complete that list, check out 21 Minutes to Go on the talkSPORT app, wherever you get your podcast from. Can I just say, we do revisit me and kind of old sports bar classics, right? And Help Schmerin is one that's... Smelt
That was
sharing.
outstanding.
Well, me and Candy talk about that in an
The
episode.
sports bar better now or back then?
Don't be silly. Is it still on now? That's 21 minutes to go. Go and download that, and don't forget to download the talkSPORT app where you can swap between talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2 and all of our other sister stations, so you never miss a moment. 21 minutes to go. Go download it, everyone.
I'm going to listen to it on the way home. How many episodes?
3.
Uvas agrias, that's how you say sour grapes in Spanish, and there's plenty of those over in Spain this afternoon. They're not at all happy that Chloe Kelly celebrated her winner in front of the Oppos fans in Basel. talkSPORT's Simon Jordan isn't at all sympathetic.
I lived in Spain, and I've been in Spain when they've won European Championships and other competitions, and they are the worst winners.
She did go right to them, though. She went straight to them.
So what? So what? Get on with it. The Spanish are the worst when it comes to winning something. Their moniker is the land of envy, and let's be clear, they aren't gracious winners. So we'll have our wins where we take them, and they can get on with our celebrations.
As for the Lionesses, back-to-back European winners, though many feel Spain were the better team on the day. Former Lioness and Women's Super League Hall of Famer Rachel Yankees told talkSPORT, England just know how to win.
Yeah, I think, you look at the Spanish team, beautiful football they play. And, for large periods of the game, they probably were on top, if we're honest. But, we all know that it's definitely in tournament football. It's about, digging in. It's about making sure that you come out on top and you find a way to win. And I think all throughout this tournament, that's been the beauty of the England side, is that even when they haven't performed well, they've found a way to win, and I suppose that's the sign of true champions. And I'm really, really, really pleased.
Ahead of tomorrow's trophy parade, the Lionesses have a date at Downing Street this afternoon. Elsewhere today, Luis Diaz looks Bayern bound. talkSPORT understands the German champions have agreed a deal with Liverpool for around £65 million. In the meantime, it looks like Granit Xhaka has been given the green light to move to Sunderland in a 3-year deal worth £15 million. And Rangers are leading the race to bring in Spurs' Mikey Moore on a season-long loan. For more transfer news, head to the live blog on the website, that's talksport.com. Finally, England have added all-rounder Jamie Overton to the squad for the series decider against India. 2-1 England, the fifth and final instalment gets underway at the Oval from Thursday.
Welcome back to Last Hour Drive on talkSPORT. Me and Goldstein. Gabby Agbonlahor here, everyone.
Je déteste Andy.
Who was that?
Well, that was Emmanuel Petit.
Was it Emmanuel Petit?
What a legend, mate. I hope he's on a lot this coming season.
He's great, isn't he?
Legend, mate. What a guy. Wow.
Still to come, we're discussing Arsenal's latest wonder kid, Max Doman. Is it Doman or Dowman?
Dowman.
Now, Nottingham Forest midfielder Morgan Gibbs-White surprised a lot of people by signing a new 3-year deal at the club over the weekend. It was just a few weeks ago that he looked set to join Spurs as they were prepared to trigger the £60 million release clause in his contract. But Forest fans weren't happy with how Spurs found out about that confidential clause and were considering legal action against the club. And Gibbs-White has now signed a new deal at the City Ground until 2028, and he spoke to the club's media team after that news broke, and he said he was excited to be staying at Forest.
I'm delighted, so thank you to Mr. Marinakis for believing in me. I feel like we've been on a roller coaster of a journey, but I've felt the love instantly from the very first moment I stepped into the doors. We've had difficult times, but we've had a lot of highs, and last year was really, really exciting. We got to showcase what we're about and what we're trying to build as a team, and I feel like Mr. Marinakis is the base of that. So I was delighted to sign.
I'll tell you what, I'm signing that deal if he's standing next to me.
Why liable?
Very bizarre.
It was bizarre.
Also, what's more bizarre, I don't know if you're watching on YouTube, in that clip we showed, Marinakis right next to him.
I know, yeah, like, go on.
Read
go
this. Read that.
Go on.
Say you're not being held against your will, you'll be fine.
Well done.
Very
well
bizarre,
done.
very
yeah.
strange. What do you make of everything? This whole saga's been a bit bizarre. What do you make of it all, Gabs?
I think it just seems a bit... The reason behind it as well, like release clause was leaked. I just don't understand. If there's a release clause in a contract and Spurs match it, then the player wants to go. What's the problem? It baffled me, the reasons why it didn't go through. And I'm not being funny. If you want to stay at a football club, you don't sign a 3-year contract nowadays. When you're 25 years of age, you sign a 5-year, don't you? More. So the fact that it's a 3-year contract...
What does that tell you? What are you saying?
That says to me that, like, this time next year... it will probably be gone.
For a bit more money, because he'll have 2 years left.
So we'll have maybe a bigger release clause in it.
So you think Marinakis said to him, listen, I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to put this 3-year deal in front of you. Sign it. You stay with us for a year. You play European football. 100%. And in a year's time, we'll let you go. But we'll get more money from you.
I'm going to make this difficult for you. You're not going to go to Spurs for legal reasons. But if you sign this new contract, it's only 3 years. I'm not tying you in till you're 30. 3-year contract and maybe release clause in it that is a bit more than what it was before. Was it 60 something maybe?
No, bang on 60.
Yeah, maybe they put it up to 80 or something like that, I'll be guessing. But I don't see him there for the long term.
I don't really understand. So quite often, not quite often, but sometimes we find out like a big player has gone to a big club, and one of the first things we say, he's signed for Barcelona, he's got a £500 million release clause.
Yeah.
What? I don't get why it's secret. And because
I agree.
Because I would imagine as a club you're putting in a release clause for people to pay.
Oh, of course.
You want them to pay because that means you've made your money.
Or sometimes agents will make sure that if my player signs for you, this is the release clause because I see him doing well. And I don't want you holding out for 100 million.
Yeah, you put it in like Jack Grealish, right? Aston Villa, 100 million. Aston Villa, I'm guessing, would have put in that thinking it's a little bit ridiculous.
Yes, no one's going to pay it.
If anyone comes up with 100 million, they can have him.
Yes. And I reckon they regret afterwards, so when they wish it was 120, 130.
But either way, that's probably their thinking behind it.
100%.
So Forest have obviously done the same with Morgan Gibbs-White, and they've thought if anyone comes up with 60 million, they can have him.
Yes, or on that maybe, because it's not silly money, because I think he signed for, was it 35 million?
Yeah.
So maybe the agent put that in as like, you know what, 60 million, then he's allowed to leave. He's going to want to go to a bigger club in Nottingham Forest and achieve more. But just like you said, I don't get it. It'd be nice to get an expert on if we can for the end of the show to explain. A release clause is there. If someone meets it and the player wants to go, he goes. Yeah, and if the medical was booked, Morgan Gibbs-White
that's what we led to
wanted to go.
Yeah.
So now if I'm a Nottingham Forest fan, I'm thinking, okay, you're staying, but you did want to leave.
Yeah. Presumably the club agrees that. It's in a contract, and you can only sign a contract if both parties agree.
But I think the club are saying that only the agent or the player would have known that, and someone's leaked it to Spurs to find out.
What difference? I don't see anything that's illegal in that at all.
I don't see a problem with it at all. Very, very odd. And Morgan Gibbs-White must be thinking, I could have been playing Champions League football this season. Seems a bit odd, mate.
How do you think the fans will react? We're going to ask Forest fans to phone up 03717223334. How the fans, are they pleased now that he's staying, or are they like, well, because they slaughtered him when he came out?
Yeah, I think the fans will be happy he's staying because he's an outstanding player. I mean, last season, 7 goals, 8 assists in the Premier League, outstanding return. One of the best players, earning England call up for it with Thomas Tuchel. But if I'm a Nottingham Forest fan, I'm saying, You said you loved the club and the medical was booked, means that you wanted to go to Spurs. Now it hasn't happened for whatever reason, legal reasons, you're back aside a new deal. It still leave a bad taste in my mouth that, like, if you had the chance, you go. And you will go next summer if you get the chance. So maybe, to me, he doesn't love Nottingham Forest. He wants to go to a club that's playing Champions League football. And maybe the owner has given him a big pay rise, maybe to stay another year, especially because I've lost Ilanga. I bet the owner was thinking, hang on a second, I'm going to do everything I can to make us not lose 2 of the top players. Probably they're 2 of their best players.
Yeah, I agree with that. Is it embarrassing for Tottenham?
Not really, no, because what can you do? They've tried to get a player, they've tried to improve their squad. I'll tell you who will be buzzing, though, James Maddison.
Yeah.
Because Morgan Gibbs-White would have took his place. And what?
Well, I don't know if he would have taken his place, but there's certainly been great competition. I'm a big fan of Maddison.
Yeah, but I don't think you're paying 60 million to sit on the bench.
Well, you say that.
Arsenal
have paid over 50 for Noni Madueke.
I think he starts left wing. I really do.
Over Martinelli.
You know my reasons why?
Go on.
Because Gyökeres is not a striker like Gabriel Jesus and Havertz and Marino when he's played there that wants to come short.
What do you mean Gyökeres is not a striker?
No, I'm saying he's not a striker that wants to come short. He's a striker that wants to be in the box, attacking crosses. If you've got Saka on that right-hand side, he loves cutting back on his left foot. There's got to be someone on the left-hand side who's putting crosses in. Martinelli likes to cut back as well, so does Trossard. So don't be surprised if he starts more than Martinelli. That's my footballing opinion.
Okay. But that's not guaranteed, right?
No, not at all.
So Arsenal may have paid over £50 million for a backup. It's not unheard of.
Yeah, of course, but I think they're in a position where they can. I feel like Spurs, the problems that they need in their team and the numbers Hans Postecoglou moaned about, they need 60 million to be on someone who's starting.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Forest have broken any rules? So as far as we're led to believe, from what we hear, Spurs have put in an offer of £60 million.
Yes.
Led to believe that has matched the release clause and haven't been allowed to talk to him. Now, surely that's breaking the law, isn't it?
But we don't know behind the scenes what's happened. Is there proof?
We don't. But
exactly.
what I'm saying, from that information, the information that we know, have Forest broken any rules by not allowing Spurs to talk to him?
I don't think they have, because there's a reason why Morgan Gibbs-White has signed a new contract and Spurs are backed off. Spurs must know that they've been in the wrong, whatever way they've approached this. But I just see it as,
do you think Spurs have been in the wrong?
They must be, if they've backed off and not continued to pursue this transfer. Because, like you said, there's a release clause and the player wants to go, then it should just be done. There shouldn't be any issues. For the Forest to block that, then they must be in the right.
Okay.
I think it's odd, though, mate. Really odd.
It is very strange, especially when you see Morgan Gibbs-White being interviewed with Marinakis standing right next to him.
Yeah, like...
It just doesn't look comfortable. It's very bizarre.
What are you trying to say? Like, he reminds you of, like...
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay.
No, because the stuff that you said in the meeting, Management Max said don't mention on air, we'll get in trouble.
He did indeed, yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to give examples.
You trying to make me say it is very unprofessional.
Yeah, because we might want to go and watch our teams play Forest away, mightn't we?
Yeah. We haven't been banned from... Well, there's no reason why we should be Gary Neville'd.
No, not at all. We've done nothing wrong, mate.
We've done nothing wrong at all. Do you think the Forest fans then owe him an apology when he comes back? Will they boo him? Will they applaud him? How will they feel for
I think it'll be a bit half and half. I feel like they'll be buzzing to have him for next season, especially after losing Ilanga. But part of them will be feeling, he would have gone if it was allowed. Yeah. So I think 50-50, mate. We need to get some Forest fans on. Be interesting.
We will. 03717223334. What would you rather do? Would you rather play for Forest in the Europa League? But you know they've done well in the league this season.
No, I'd rather go and earn more money at Spurs and play Champions League with a better team.
That's the big pull, right? Champions League.
100%. And you look at the squad of players Spurs have got, underachieved last season. Sure, they'll do better this season. New manager, Thomas Frank, great manager as well. And play Champions League the season before the World Cup as well.
Do you think Morgan Gibbs-White wants to stay at Forest?
No, I think he'll go to the biggest club that want him.
No, but right now, if he was in here now and we turned the mics off,
I think he'd say, I'm devoted that I didn't go to Spurs.
Do you?
Of course he would. Medical wasn't booked Fabrizio Romano, here we go. I mean, it was done.
You mean medical hospitals, you mean?
Yeah, I'm saying like it was ready, so that means the players wanted to go. Because if the player didn't want to go, I know this for a fact, having played the game, that clubs don't put bids in until they know you want to come and they've agreed personal terms and they know the wages they can match. So he obviously wanted to go to Spurs, hasn't happened. If they come back in 12 months' time, he'll be gone.
Okay. Forest fans, what do you make of Morgan Gibbs-White? He's now staying at your club. How do you feel towards him? You going to applaud him when you see him, or maybe carry on booing? 03717 23344. And Tottenham fans, what do you make of that? And also, you said that you thought he'd start instead of James Maddison if you went there.
I think if you're paying 60 million for a player, you're starting him.
Okay,
but
so
I think it'll be exciting to play both of them in certain games.
Well, United are trying to play 2 10s, right?
Exactly. Imagine Maddison and Gibbs-White. I love Maddison.
But that does change their shape, doesn't it?
Of course, but Thomas Frank can change formations.
Yeah.
I love James Maddison. I think there's not much between him and Morgan.
Do you think Son will stay at Spurs?
If he does, I don't think he plays.
Do you not on the left?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think there's other players that can play in that position. And Kudus, he looks sharp pre-season.
Yeah.
Done nothing for West Ham last season, but looks sharp. I think Spurs will do a lot better this season.
Okay. We're talking about Morgan Gibbs-White. Forest fans, what do you make of the saga? And in fact, Spurs fans as well. What do you make of it? Simple question. Football fans, you can have your say as well by picking up the phone 03717 22334. That is where we go. Right after this, live on Drive on talkSPORT. Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor, Motorpoint, thousands of cars, all unbeatable prices guaranteed. Head to motorpoint.co.uk for details. Still to come, we'll be discussing Arsenal's latest wonder kid, Max Dowman. Apologies for getting that wrong. Yeah. We're going to hear lots of him, of course, in future years. Max Dowman. Just quickly, Sunderland have agreed a deal worth up to £17 million with Bayer Leverkusen for midfielder Granit Xhaka. What are you laughing at?
No, it just makes me laugh. All the players just want to leave because Ten Hag's there.
I know.
Is that bad of a manager?
That's the reason, right? I don't think that's the reason.
Don't think so.
No, do you?
They've lost Verts.
you see they got smashed the other day?
Yes,
His
I
first
do
game.
indeed, mate. Yep, by a young team.
Newcastle have begun talks with Southampton to sign England goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale. Good luck, Rambo, with that. We're taking your calls. Forest fans, do you want to apologise to Morgan Gibbs? What do you make of the saga as well? Spurs fans, you can have your say. 03 717 22 Nick is a Forest fan. Hi, Nick.
Good evening, Nick.
Mr. Goldstein, Mr. Agbonlahor, you all right?
You all right, mate?
Are you all right, Nicholas?
Yeah, all good, thanking you.
Good. What would you like to say, my friend?
Well, just a quick one. This is to you, Mr. Goldstein, right?
Okay, yes.
Just make you understand a little bit about the way as Forest fans feel. Now, you're a big Manchester United fan, aren't you?
Sadly, at the moment, I am.
Yeah, you are, right. Okay. So you imagine this, right? You've gone out for a few beers, you've come home, you've gone to bed, you've got up in the morning, you've put your phone on, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Rooney has gone for a medical at Tottenham and he's starting to play there. Out of nowhere.
Right.
Right. So you tell me any other transfer that's been like that. I can't think of it.
Well, there was a time when Rooney said he wanted to leave Man United. Do you remember?
You what, sorry?
Rooney did want to leave Man United under Fergie.
Then got weighed in.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it didn't just come out in the morning when you got up in the morning that he's going for a medical and he's going to another club.
I don't get the point you make. What difference does it make the time of day you find out?
Well, the point is, you've got to have a little bit of respect, haven't you? I mean, as fans, I'm not being funny, we should be in a little bit of a know that, you know, this might be happening or whatever. All of a sudden, your best player's just going.
What do you think about what I said? Am I way off the mark, or am I about where fans feel that about Gibbs White?
Well, look, it takes two to tango. I mean, we don't know whether it was, you know, Gibbs White or was it his agent or whatever it was. You know, at the end of the day, at first, yeah, I was like, you know, just get rid of him because of all the hoo-ha and everything else. But, you know, of what he's done and the way he's gone about it, I think is professional.
Nick, can I ask you, serious question, right? When you say what he's done, so my understanding is that when he signed with Nottingham Forest, his agent and the club agreed on a £60 million release clause, right?
Yeah,
they both agreed it, right? Then one morning you wake up and you find out the Spurs have met that. Who's your problem with?
Well, the problem is, how does he know?
Well, that's irrelevant.
Right, and how? Well, it is relevant. Because if it wasn't irrelevant, surely if Tottenham knew that they weren't in the wrong or something was wrong, you're telling me that Levy, the way he is, would have left it and let Marinakis have one over him. There's something wrong, right?
Yes, but you are aware that tapping up, and I'm not suggesting this is tapping up, but tapping up goes on in football every single day.
Yeah, it does. But what I'm saying to you is, there is no way. I have never seen all of a sudden Ronaldo. He got up in the morning and he's joining a club.
Okay, Nick, let me ask you this, then, right? If you wake up in the morning and you turn on talkSPORT and it says Spurs have had a bid of 45 million turned down, and then you come back after lunch, it says Spurs have had a bid of 55 million turned down, and then just before you go to bed, it says Spurs have offered 60 and that's met the release clause. How would you feel then?
Well, that's different.
But how would you feel?
Different.
How would you
feel? I'm saying is, I still feel gutted because I think he's worth a lot more. The legalities of it, I'm not bothered. It's about respect for your fans, letting them know at least. So, you know, we've already lost Elanga, and then all of a sudden we're going to lose another massive player without nobody telling us.
What do you think about it only being a 3-year deal? Because the deals that some players are signing now, that says to me he's not going to be there long.
Well, at the end of the day, I look at it as it's good for both parties, isn't it? He's getting his money, right? He's going to try for us another year at least. And at the end of the season, obviously, there's going to be no clause. Or if there is, it's going to be 80 million and we're going to cash in on it.
Will you applaud him when you next see him?
Yeah, of course I will. 100%.
Okay.
He's a red.
Okay, but before you found out, you were against him, right?
What's that? Before what?
Before this U-turn, you were against him. You would have booed him.
I wasn't against him. I was against the situation.
Okay. Nick, when have we last spoken to you, Nick? What a great caller you are. When did we last speak to you?
Oh, you spoke to me quite a few months back. I can't remember.
Okay, don't leave it as long. Don't leave it as long.
Call, mate.
I like speaking to you, Nick.
All right, mate. Thanks, lad.
Have a good day. Thanks. Let's go to Darren, a Spurs fan. Hi, Daz.
Hello, Darren.
Evening, guys. How are you?
Good.
Well, mate.
How are you?
Right. Yeah, I'm all right. A couple of quick points to make on this Morgan Gibbs-White thing. Then, Gabby, if I get a chance, I've got a question for you at the end.
No problem, mate.
Now, Morgan Gibbs-White, great player, would have loved to have seen him at Spurs.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think, number one, if he hasn't got the cojones to do what he really wants to do, is he really going to be up for the fights? My second point is, yet again, us Spurs fans are treated like complete mugs by the club. Every single season, it's the same thing. I can list you players from Emmanuel Petit to Willian. We're going to sign this one. We're going to sign that one. Are you trying to tell me for 2 weeks no one at Spurs has known what's going on? It's pathetic. I've got to tell you, it's truly pathetic. And yet again, we look like idiots in the transfer market.
What's your question for me, mate? I'm a bit scared here.
No, it's not a bad way. My question for you, Gabby, is are you going on about Villa all day long because they're your club? I get it, 100%. What does it feel like that a team that finished 17th last season had a better season than you?
Just is what it is, isn't it? Spurs done fantastic to win the Europa League. Credit to them.
But do you agree with what I'm saying about the Spurs transfers every summer?
Yeah, but what can they do about this Gibbs-White one when they've tried to pay the release clause? What else can they do?
But it's to say every single summer we're a club that announces signings before they've happened.
You didn't announce it. You didn't announce that you got Morgan Gibbs-White, did you?
Well, I've seen pictures of him. Your guy came on and said, deal done, Fabrizio Romano, I think his name is.
He's not our guy. Yeah,
close. Our guy's Crookie better.
We can't afford Fabrizio.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say to you is that you can go back for years and these things happen, and we're going to end up with a lesser player, and then we're going to say that we've tried to sign these players. We always try to sign these players, and if we want to move on to the next stage, we actually have to sign these players. Don't you agree?
I totally agree. Do you think? One last question. Do you think you can beat Arsenal this season?
Do I think we can beat Arsenal? What, finish higher than?
No, just beat them in a game.
Why be nasty?
Yeah,
simple question.
Why do you think? Yeah, I do. Why do you think you'll beat Wolves this season?
Darren, make sure you phone back again.
Yes.
Thanks, pal.
I will do.
Well done, Darren.
Good boy. Great question. Let's get David, a Forest fan. Hi, Dave.
Good evening, Dave.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Off you go, pal.
How we doing, guys? All right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, mate.
How are you? Off you go, man.
Good. Yeah, I just want to put a bit of context onto the Gibbs-White thing from a Forest fan perspective.
Perfect.
Forest fans will love Morgan Gibbs-White still, and I shall tell you the reason why. Okay, he's had this clause in his contract, which for whatever reason it hasn't happened, it hasn't gone through, whether that's due to Tottenham missing something or not doing something correctly or an agent. But Gibbs-White didn't do what Isak's doing. He hasn't done what Viss is doing.
Yep.
He's turned up to pre-season. He's gone on tour.
Mm-hmm.
He's come back now after the contract because he's got a personal matter that's ongoing. He has been the ultimate professional throughout this.
Yep.
Now, from a Gibbs-White perspective, a big London club comes in, offering you lots of money. Tuchel wants you to play for a big club to get in the England squad. You can sort of understand why it would be attractive to him. But at the end of the day, he signed the contract, whether it's for the next season or not, or a bigger release clause. I'm hearing there's no release clause, so that would be a huge thing if that's the case, and fair play to him. But I think Forest fans will still applaud Gibbs-White. They will still love him because of the way he's handled the situation and he's done it the right way, rather than down tools and throwing wobblies and doing it like a lot of other players do when they want to leave a football club.
I did see him getting a lot of
Thanks,
abuse, though, of on social media.
Morgan?
Yeah,
before it happened. Yeah,
before the U-turn.
I am stunned the Spurs are not doing anything about the fact they've met the release clause and they're not being allowed to talk to him. I'm stunned that.
Mate, we need an expert to try and break this down.
I'm guessing because of that, Spurs have obviously felt like they've done something they shouldn't have done. Otherwise, they would push forward with it.
But when we say release clauses, sometimes you'll see Fabrizio Romano, Alex Crook, whoever, and the deal's this, and the release clause is this in the deal. So I just don't, it's just baffling that if you don't know it, you can't find out.
We're not going to get an expert on. I mean, you're meant to be the expert on today's show.
For God's sake.
I think that's it.
All the best.
Still the company discussing Arsenal's latest one, kid, but first it's time for no Googling. We want to know which player has scored the most Premier League hat-tricks and how many.
Not me, is it?
No. How many did you get? 1?
Yeah.
I'll give you a clue. You got 11 more than you. Don't guess it. The answer to that.
No.
No, not Haaland. The answer to that more is coming up. What?
I didn't say that.
Oh, what are you going to say? Oh, you're laughing?
Yeah.
Okay. Not to be laughed at. The answer to...
Sorry.
You just ruined that. You just apologise to
trouble now.
Just drop the music a sec.
Sorry for being knowing my football.
I said don't mention it. Apologise to all our...
I apologise for knowing my football. It's a good guess, wasn't it?
Disgrace, yeah.
Is it Aguero?
It's the wrong answer. Answer when we come back.
I'm looking at a photo of Bruno Fernandes right now, actually. Uvas agrias, that's how you say sour grapes in Spanish, and there's plenty of those over in Spain this afternoon. They're not at all happy that Chloe Kelly celebrated her winner in front of the Oppos fans in Basel. talkSPORT's Simon Jordan isn't at all sympathetic.
I lived in Spain, and I've been in Spain when they've won European Championships and other competitions, and they are the worst winners.
She
in the
did go
world.
right to them, though. She went straight to them.
So what? So what? Get on with it. The Spanish are the worst when it comes to winning something. Their moniker is the land of envy, and let's be clear, they aren't gracious winners. So we'll have our wins where we take them, and they can get on with our celebrations.
Ahead of tomorrow's trophy parade, the Lionesses have a date at Downing Street this afternoon. Elsewhere today, Luis Diaz looks Bayern bound. talkSPORT understands the German champions have agreed a deal with Liverpool for around £65 million. In the meantime, it looks like Granit Xhaka has been given the green light to move to Sunderland in a 3-year deal worth £15 million. And Rangers are leading the race to bring in Spurs' Mikey Moore on a season-long loan. For more transfer news, head to the live blog on the website. That's talksport.com. Finally, England have added all-rounder Jamie Overton to the squad for the series decider against India. 2-1 England. The fifth and final instalment gets underway at the Oval from Thursday.
There's a tune like this called like Walking with Elephants. Do you remember that, Jack? Try that for quarter two. I'm sure it's called great tune.
Ibiza, isn't it?
I don't know how I remembered that. Walking with Elephants.
Bit of Ibiza now.
For the break, I asked the question: which player scored the most Premier League hat-tricks?
Aguero.
Yeah, it was Aguero actually. Yeah.
See, I know my stuff.
Why would you spoil that?
Sorry, mate. I don't care.
Why would you spoil that fun for people?
I don't care. You got sunglasses on. I can spoil
They're not their prescription glasses.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Really?
They will be tomorrow. Follow us at 7. Natalie Sawyer brings you the Transfer Insiders. This evening she's got Rory Jennings alongside her. But now Arsenal continued their pre-season tour of Singapore with a 3-2 win against Newcastle over the weekend. Martin Odegaard scored a last-minute penalty to seal the win, and that penalty had been won by a 15-year-old called Max Dowman. He came off the bench with an hour gone before forcing a foul on Joe Linton inside the area, giving Odegaard the chance to win the game. Mikel Arteta, of course, made history when he made Ethan Nwaneri the youngest ever Premier League player at 15 and 181 days. That was back in 2022. Now, a compilation of Dowman's performances over the weekend has gone viral. He's already built like an adult Premier League player. Can you see him getting some minutes this season? And also, what's your view on someone so young, 15 and 181 days, 15 years old? What do you make of that, Ben?
So, first of all, will he get minutes?
Done homework here, I like it.
No, what I've done is I've done in a previous show when you was on holiday in your private pool.
Yeah.
Just Arsenal squad and what the players have got in each position. He's an attacking midfielder, isn't he? He can play off the flank as well. If you talk about the left wing, you've got Martinelli and Trossard. Say on the right, you've got Saka and Madueke. Strikers, Gyökeres, Havertz and Jesus. Then in the centre midfield, number 8 positions, Odegaard, Nwaneri, Rice and Marino. So he's got a lot of top players there to try and get some game time. And if you look at like Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, maybe Trossard or Madueke, they might need a Carabao Cup to get game time as well. Even Marino, Nwaneri. So maybe it's a case of, you know what? You've had a little go. You've done well. But you know what? You're going to go back to under 18s maybe, not under 16, maybe under 18s football, maybe under 23s as well next season. And maybe we don't see him next season at all. That's what I would imagine would happen. Yeah. But if he is good enough and Arteta might have a few injuries, might make the bench for a Carabao Cup game, early rounds, comes on, I've got no problem with it. If you're old enough, you're ready. You don't want players to play till 18. How old were you
when you broke through Aston Villa?
Well, I tried to break through at 15, didn't work, but 19.
What do you mean didn't work? You were close to the first team squad? Oh, okay, right.
I'm joking.
Jack Grealish was how old?
I think it would have been 18.
Okay.
As well, yeah. So 15 is very young.
And you genuinely believe that if you're good enough, you're old enough?
Look at Rooney at 16.
Rooney was a bit of a freak.
He was probably ready at 14.
Yeah, everyone. Benny's told me a few stories about when he saw Rooney as a kid, like 13, 14,
and people,
and people were just bouncing off him.
Oh, of course there was. Lamine Yamal, 16.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Nwaneri, similar age
but
as well.
You've seen, I don't know Lamine Yamal, right? Obviously, but I'm really
having a good time in it.
He's having. I just wonder if he's. I mean, he's 18th year. He's 18th. I mean, blimey, I didn't even get that for my 40th.
Oh, he seemed a bit wild, didn't it?
He did seem a bit. I just wonder if too much too young is dangerous.
Oh, of course it is. For even at 18 to 21, too much is too young is dangerous. So we need good people around you, good family, good agent around you, people that you still sort of got to listen to. You know, like someone who can say, no, you can't do that. But I just think at 15, and what we're hearing about Dowman is that he's good enough. So you were saying earlier that if you're 15, I think that's too young. You're going to miss out on your childhood.
I do think it's too young.
Why though?
You need to be a kid.
So you can't be a kid if you play in the first team?
No, of course you can't.
Why not?
What did you do at the weekend? I went to the cinema, aren't you?
What's wrong with that?
We had Liverpool away. That's nuts. It's nuts. I am surprised that you said you let your kids do it. I would let my kids go nowhere near that.
Are you joking?
Would you let your kids be in a boy band at 15?
Yeah.
Would you really?
Why not, Andy? If they're good enough. I just
think it's a big, horrible world out there.
It is, but
and you need to be an adult.
But I'll be there every part of the way.
You wouldn't be there.
I would be.
You wouldn't be there.
Of course I would be. After the show.
If your kid's Dowman, right?
Yeah.
And he gets an awful red card, right? Gets sent off for a knee-eye challenge.
Okay.
Right? The abuse that he's going to be on social media, all kids are on social media, the abuse he's going to get, you don't think that's going to affect him at 15?
100% it will, but that's where you're there as a parent to help. The club will help as well.
Listen, you've got kids. There's only so much you can do.
Okay, then. So abuse on social media, you're saying that what will change at 16?
No, but you'll be old enough to handle it.
I think so, in the space of a year?
No. As you get older, you'll have more experience, and that will enable you to handle it better.
Okay, how about you're 15, you still got to listen to your parents, you're not having social media. How about that?
So if he's 15 years old, right?
Yeah.
Now, I've got a 16 and 13-year-old, and I'm still saying to my 15-year-old, can you put your plates in the dishwasher?
Oh, of course.
Can you turn your light off?
Nightmare.
Are you in your room? No. Can you turn your light off then?
Oh, of course.
Right? You think if he plays for Arsenal, Man United away in a cup game and scores a winner, you think when he gets home, his parents go, can you turn your... He's going to go, that's up, it's on, buy my own house.
I know what you mean. I think the problem is when you're young, and I say to my 17-year-old, is that you do what you're told not till you're 18, until you're living on your own and you're paying your own way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter when you're 18.
I know, but if they're still living at home at 25, right?
Doing as you're told. If I say, like, you're not going out on that night, you're not going out.
I know, but they're an adult. 15.
Don't matter.
15, they're a baby. They are a baby at 15.
Of course.
There's no way I would let my kids go anywhere near the big wide world. Horrible world.
So what, if your kid like that, and he's good enough now, he's gone away pre-season, he's done well, you'd say to the club, listen, please, can you wait till he's 16?
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Really?
Yeah. Well, 200 days, 250 days.
Mate, but like the younger you are in football,
we'll take call. We're going to move on.
Bigger star you are, sort of thing, aren't you? Look at Rooney at 16, talked about worldwide. Lamine Yamal, you're going to block that for your kids.
I do think things were different, and it was a long time ago when Rooney was 15, 16. Right?
Social media.
How old's Rooney now? He's not 40 yet, is he? 39. Okay,
38,
so
39.
we're talking 23 years ago.
I know what you mean.
It's a totally
interesting.
different environment.
I want to hear people with kids that are 15, see what they think.
Okay.
Interesting.
We're going to talk a bit of Man United, yeah. But if you're
Man United,
a parent,
what do you have to always speak about Man United when you're on?
I don't want to. Trust me.
No, every time you're on the radio, and I get this of Villa fans, I say, Gabby, why does Andy always want to talk about Man United when he's on the radio?
Yeah, but I get the same when you're on the radio. People go, why is he on the radio?
Oh.
03717002334. While we're waiting for calls to come in.
Okay.
All right? Because it says, now I'm back on drive.
Calvin Lewis, Man United.
We touch on what I've missed in the world of Man United. So last week, we, of course, confirmed the signing of Brian, used to be called Mbuemo.
Mbuemo.
Now it's changed to Mbuemo. From Brentford for a fee that could rise to 71 million. I think 65 plus 6. All right?
Yeah.
He joins Matheus Cunha as the club's biggest money signings this summer. Today, they've also been linked with PSG goalkeeper Donnarumma. All right?
Pardon?
They've been linked to Donnarumma.
Oh, they haven't.
They have been linked to him.
Huh?
What do you think? It's just Donnarumma.
I think that's banter.
PSG have paid £40 million for another goalkeeper.
Yeah, but Donnarumma's not going to sign a new contract at PSG to go to Manchester United. No offence, mate.
No, he's got a year left. That's why.
But he's not going to go to you, is he? All the clubs in the world. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. Why would he go to Man United?
£500,000 a week.
Okay, true. Money. What do you think about that?
I think Donnarumma's a brilliant goalkeeper. I talked to Joe about this 2 weeks ago. He divides, but I think he's brilliant. Joe's not as convinced as I am.
He's not that if anyone who's the best in the world.
That's a very good point.
Donnarumma is the best goalkeeper in the world. In fact, some of the saves he made against Villa, against Arsenal in the final, he's an outstanding goalkeeper. But as a Man United fan, I'd think, are we just signing players because we can pay them whatever they want? Done it with Casemiro. Now Casemiro, favourite city in the world is Manchester.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, I'm not due for £300,000 a week.
I know, I'd love to sit here.
Where do you see Mbuemo and Cunha fitting into the Man United team? Because it looks like they're both going to play the 10 with Bruno sitting now as part of the midfield.
I think Mbuemo does his best work off the right-hand side.
I totally agree with you.
Don't you think Manchester United and Amorim should just be like pre-season? Scrap that formation. Let's play 4-3-3. Get a striker in, Mbuemo off the right, Cunha off the left. Get a striker in. Bruno Fernandes as one of your 8s. You got your sitter and another 8.
I agree with you. And the other thing I'll say about Man United is, even though we didn't look good anywhere last season, right? We looked appalling. But I thought one of the worst places we looked was defensively with the goalkeeper and the uncertainty
of who plays centre half. Yoro comes in, does okay. That
hasn't been changed at all.
No. Harry Maguire was your best defender last season.
I just.
Martinez
with Harry Maguire's not the fastest. With the pace of the Premier League now, I worry when we play a 3 and he sits there.
Right back.
I'm not sure about. We got Heavens coming from Arsenal, who's meant to be a good, but again, young kid. I don't know. Throwing these kids into the spotlight, I think it's tough. That's where I would have strengthened first. I wouldn't have bought 2 10s when we've got arguably one of the best 10s in the Premier League.
I think when you're spending 130 million on Mbuemo and Cunha, I've got to agree with you.
I think Cunha, by the way, is
top.
Unbelievable.
Top.
I think he's brilliant. Yes. That's a great buy. And Mbuemo improves our squad.
He does more than that.
Okay, yeah.
20 Premier League goals.
So
He's a very good player.
includes the first two. Improves it, rather. Improves. With that said, they're both really good players.
Diallo.
And they make Man United's first 11 better.
100%.
But they're not our biggest problems. Goalkeeper's our biggest problem.
Left back.
I think centre half's our biggest problem.
Yes.
So
you got Martinez, Yoro, Maguire, De Ligt. De Ligt's not good enough.
I've this with Bent all the time. I like De Ligt.
Really?
I know he's been let go by two big clubs, but I think
I just think he struggled a bit, mate. But like you says, maybe Manchester United now are looking at it and saying, we need to get rid of Sancho.
Yeah, we do. Anthony, yeah, we do. We do. What I've had a bet with Benty at the beginning of the season, as in a couple of weeks ago, £500 worth of trainer.
Okay.
I said Man United would get top 8. He said.
You think they would?
He said we wouldn't.
Can I have a bet with you?
You don't think United top 8?
No. Can I have that bet with you?
No, I've had it with Benty.
5 pairs of 110s.
What 110s?
Nikes.
110s?
Yeah.
What do you mean 110? What are they?
They're like night trainers.
They're like Nike ones.
No, they're not. They're night trainers, but they're 110s. They're very big in my city.
Oh, right, okay.
Can I have a bet with you?
No.
Please.
So you think I'll lose the bet?
100%, please.
Who will be the top 8?
Top 8 will be Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Villa, Newcastle, Spurs, Brighton.
You see, you're struggling.
No, I'm not.
You get to 7.
I think Bournemouth finish above you as well.
Do you think Spurs and
100%.
Brighton will finish above Man United?
100%. I'll have that bet with you. Please.
You think Spurs finish above Man United?
Please.
How much for?
Same as Bentley.
No, I can't afford that.
Okay, half.
No, it's too much.
That's 2 pairs of 110s.
I bet you 50 quid.
Okay, deal. So
fine. Man United above Spurs. Man United above
Spurs.
They've gone white to make sure we get the shaking.
That's a pair of fake 110s.
Man United to finish above Spurs. Irrelevant league position.
Okay.
You finish 16th.
I think Spurs finish above you.
Okay. Game on.
Yep.
When we come back, one more Billy will be in the studio for the end of show quiz. don't think this is Walking of Elephants, is it? This is the Bangles? The Bangles. Walk like an Egyptian. I just said to Jack, Bangles, and he said in my ear, close enough. And it's the Bangles. Wow. Imagine that.
He's right there.
Sort of. Listen to Drive on talkSPORT. Me and Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor, Motorpoint, new car with same day drive away. Available on all cars. Book a test drive today for us at 7. Natalie Sawyer brings you the Transfer Insiders. This evening she got Rory Jennings alongside her.
What a shout by him, by the way.
What was that? Oh, the
can't wear your shirt to a game.
Ooh. You can't wear your shirts to the game?
Did you see that?
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said you shouldn't be wearing...
What did you make of that?
I think that's harsh. I've wore a Villa shirt to a game.
Yeah, of course it's fine to do that. Now, we're giving you the chance to win 6 tickets to see Coldplay in a private box for you and your mates on August the 22nd with full hospitality. Plus, we're chucking in 10 grand spending money, completely tax-free. I'll take your mates.
Why is it private?
I'll take your mates, by the way. Don't take someone you shouldn't be taking.
Why is it private boxing?
You know why.
Oh, okay.
Here's how to enter 18 plus UK excluding Northern Ireland for a chance to win. Text the word WIN to 83338 by the 4th of August at 11 p.m. And that's it. You're done. You're in the draw. A text will cost you £2 plus 1 standard network rate message. You must have bill payer's permission or post your name and number to Coldplay competition. PO Box 3190 Colchester CO2 8GP. It must arrive by 5 p.m. on the 7th of August.
Private box.
So talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. This is not Coldplay. Why are you playing this? What did you make of the man and the woman in the box?
I felt sorry for them.
Did you?
Yeah.
You felt sorry for them?
Yeah.
Oh my days! I felt sorry for them.
I did, yeah.
Why? They're doing something horrific.
Yeah, but the spotlight on them. Do you know what I mean? Just trying to enjoy a concert.
Do you feel sorry for their halves that the families have ruined?
No.
Do you know what's amazing about that, right? Well, 2 things about it.
Was it true though? Was it
true,
staged?
Yeah. Of course it's true. No. 2 things amazing about that. One is just before Chris Martin actually says we're going to send a camera around now. Now, if that's me, I'm thinking, well, you stand over there, I'll stand over here.
But if they stayed still,
if they would have waved, no one would have known.
Didn't
they would have got me on the camera? No one would have known.
They done it yesterday, didn't they? With Lionel Messi, Coldplay concert. They put it on Messi.
Did
and
they
his
really?
Wife. Yeah.
Did that?
And he's just smiling,
yeah,
waving.
Of course would. Now, over the last few days, we've polled over this is interesting, 5,000 of you at the dugout to answer an office debate. What is the nation's second favourite sport? The results are in. I don't even know this. The results are in, and we can now announce the clear winner is. What do you think it is?
Boxing.
The nation's second favourite sport?
Boxing.
Have you got a drum roll, Jack? Of course you haven't. You've got a chicken drum roll, put that down. It's cricket. The answer's cricket.
Really?
How about that?
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Is it? Yeah, I didn't expect that.
What would you say it was? Not pool.
But I thought boxing I thought because we've got the British and Irish Lions, I thought people would say rugby. Or because we're doing well in the cricket, I thought, he's cricket. Sorry, he's cricket. That might be the reason why.
But you know what I thought? I thought like majority of football fans are boxing fans.
Yeah, I thought boxing would be high.
Yeah.
We will be discussing this in greater detail tomorrow, and we want to hear from you on the matter. But before that, Gabby, what do you make of that? I've already done that. So we'll talk about that in tomorrow's show. Now, talking of boring sports, what's the matter? Oh yeah, I need to give you the mic, don't I? It's a broken mic, by the way. Mama Billy's in the studio. You're right, Mama Billy?
Hello.
How's your day been?
Really good.
Yeah, don't care. Did you do the end of the show quiz last week?
No. Took a little bit of a break.
Why?
Don't know.
He was home by 6:30.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Clocked off.
You had another haircut?
No, a little while ago.
You missed me, Bill.
Yeah.
Such a liar.
Are Jobs going to stop buying players or just keep buying?
Nah, buy another one tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, why not? Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
What should we do, Bill? Being in the show quiz?
Yeah.
Do you like my shades? What do you think of my shades?
Yeah, really, really nice.
I'm going for the new look.
They love them up.
They're cool, aren't they?
Upstairs.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Very good things.
I like their prescription. So
yeah.
I need it for reading. Nothing I can do about it, Bill.
No.
Way forward.
I won't stop you.
We haven't got the authority to listen to you, would I? What we do today, Bill?
The Lionesses have just arrived at Downing Street.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Up there.
Yeah. Is Dibble still there? Has he gone home?
I think
he's gone home. He's got home. He's standing in front of an empty street for 5 hours. Amazing. He will be on. Sorry, I've been told he will be on with Natalie and Rory after.
Legends.
He will.
Okay.
So the quiz is all about London.
Brilliant.
It took them ages to get through London.
Okay.
Andy, do you want to go first or do you want to let Gabby go first?
I'll go first. What are you doing?
I've done that.
Turn that
What's going on with this iPad?
Just turn it off.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Disgusting, you are. I'll go first. It's my show, Bill.
How many streets are London black cab drivers required to memorise before they're
Gabby
qualified?
can go first. No, I don't mind. Have you got? Can I guess?
Yeah, if you want.
I'll say about 4,000.
Is that your guess?
Yeah, but now tell me the options.
2,500, 12,000, 25,000.
Oh, you're miles off.
What was the first one? 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say. I mean, I don't think a brain can remember 12,000 anything.
Why not?
2.5. Can't be 12,000. It's impossible.
It's not 12,000. It's 25,000.
The survey says.
What? 25,000 streets?
Yeah, and 20,000
Don't you
landmarks.
live in London?
No.
Oh.
Do you?
No.
You Birmingham?
Well, my question in Birmingham.
Gabby, what's taller, London Eye or Big Ben?
Great question. I know the answer to that. Can you give me multiple choice?
Oh, yeah. A, London Eye. B, Big Ben. Sorry.
Yeah, very funny.
I know what the
I've got
answer
a
is.
50% chance of getting this right, haven't I?
Yeah.
And a 50% chance of getting it wrong.
Okay, Big Ben.
I'd go the other one.
Yeah, it's London Eye.
Of course. Of course I'd get that wrong.
135 metres.
There's
Big
not
Ben,
much in it, is there?
96. About 40 metres.
Let me ask Gabby a question. Gabby, what is Big Ben?
Can we go on
Gabby,
with the quiz?
Gabby,
I'm not answering your
no,
questions.
answer the question.
I don't need to.
Gabby, what is Big Ben?
I don't need to.
I know you don't need to, but I'm curious. Do you know? Okay, do you know?
Can't I? No, I'm joking.
No, do you know? No, do you know what Big Ben is?
Of course I do.
What is it?
I'm not telling you.
No, because people will be listening. But
I don't care.
They want to be
mate.
educated.
I don't care. It's not part of the quiz.
Billy, do you know what Big Ben is?
No.
Oh, okay.
I know that, like, people think it's the tower, but it's the clock or something like
it's
that.
the bell.
Yeah.
I knew that.
I'm looking at one now. Go on.
Andy.
Yeah.
London is the home of Big Ben.
Yeah, I just told you that.
Which of these is the biggest Ben?
Oh, great.
Ben Affleck, Ben Stiller, or Ben 10?
What's Ben 10?
Cartoon.
Little cartoon.
Oh, so that's not real. So it's Ben Stiller or who's the other one?
Ben Affleck.
Affleck's massive. He's about 7 foot.
He's 6'3".
Yeah.
Correct.
Thanks.
Although some websites think Ben 10 is 12 foot, so
it's not real.
Not really
It's
sure about the
animation.
answer to that one.
Is that because you watched Gone Girl?
I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's based on a true story, that is.
Is it?
Mm.
What happened?
She went.
Oh.
Gabby, Keir Starmer is the current Prime Minister. Name 5 more former UK Prime Ministers.
Oh, this is going to be great.
John Major.
Yeah.
Why'd you laugh at that?
That's funny.
Because his brain has to go back to the ones.
Tony Blair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
Now we're going to struggle.
Winston Churchill.
Okay, yeah. This is the one.
Who's the one that went after a while? Richie Sunak.
What's his first name?
Richie Sunak.
Richie?
I've done well there, though. No?
Yeah, Richie Sunak. Yeah, you got
Same
5.
thing.
Yeah.
You're happy with John Major, aren't you?
Oh,
John Major set you all over the place.
Yeah, that's
that's
such a
it,
rogue
mate.
first
John
shout.
Major.
That's
Yeah.
good, that, mate.
Yeah, but you just gone back to what you remember. That was probably the
Winston
first Prime
Churchill's
Minister.
the one
Yeah.
Gone back way back.
Andy, how much of the London Underground actually runs overground?
What percentage terms?
Yeah.
It's a decent amount, mate.
Do you want
The one that goes to Wembley.
I'm guessing quite a lot of it. I'd say about sort of 30-ish%. What are my options?
20%, 40%, 55%.
30%.
It's actually 55%.
Over half of the underground is overground.
It goes to Wembley, doesn't it? Overground. Is that right?
Yeah, Wembley Park.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Over half of the underground is overground.
Yeah.
My question.
They should rename that, shouldn't
John
they?
Major.
We got one left. This is the last one.
John Major.
Gabby, the Prime Minister lives at 10 Downing Street. Who lives at 11 Downing Street?
Come on, Gabs.
No options for this one.
And don't say his neighbour.
I'm going to go with
Come on.
a wild guess, the Foreign Secretary.
Have another wild guess. Holds up a briefcase.
His wife.
Holds up a battered briefcase.
Chancellor.
Of
Exchequer. What is it? Chancellor what?
The Exchequer.
That's it. That's it.
I love
was
you,
close.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
one door away.
Yeah.
Good work, Billy.
Cheers, lads.
Get out of my studio,
Yeah,
Gabs.
that was tough.
You're going to get. I'm going to get up. We'll be back tomorrow
Yes.
at 4:00 for more of the same. Thanks for listening. Natalie Sawyer, Rory Jennings are up next. Stay with Talk Sport. Have a lovely evening. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.
Thank you, guys.